stuff, but then also like I interact with the TikTok board. You know, I put in polls and let people make decisions on stuff that I do, and you know, all those good things. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. We're going to get started in just a moment. We are here for some debate. So if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background, get in the box. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Looks like we're all set over on the YouTubes. If you're over on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button as we come in. We should have as many thumbs ups as we have people watching. So please, please, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And it looks like we are G to G. So let's get it going.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word.
Guys, if you don't mind, can we knock out the daily gift goal? The roses?
Talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey.
And if you dare, truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Hey.
Step in, don't you wanna?
Hey.
Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background.
Nope.
Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right, or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak,
I'll sink your boat. Hey.
You talk slick, but you ain't got source.
Nope.
Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force.
I'm the
trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
I'm snatching it all.
Boom.
Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air.
Ain't no
plan, no script.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in, don't you wanna?
Sparring with Santana. Yeah. This ain't a safe place.
It is not.
This is flame space.
It absolutely is.
Sparring with Santana.
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. And I am Santana, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you are friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost live and push us out to the FYP. Someone in the comments, Matt says Santa lies. Max, I don't know who that is, but if you're referring to me, come up here and tell me about it, Bub. I just sent you a request. Come up here and tell me about how I lie. Come up here and tell me about how I lie. I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't. Yeah. That's what I thought. Anyway, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent gift goals. If we can knock them out a couple of times, it'll push us out to the FYP. So please do that. And guys, share the live maybe once or twice. That absolutely helps. But more than sharing the live, make sure that we actually repost the live. And yes, keep those W Phillips going, guys. Keep those W's in the chat for Philip. Keep them going. All right. So we are here to talk about the fact that America doesn't care. America doesn't care. And you know what's funny? I'm going to add a caveat onto my America doesn't care. I'm going to say America doesn't care, and America's also performative. Yeah. America doesn't care, and America's also performative. Starting with the Republican Party, right? The Republican Party doesn't care about Epstein survivors, but they don't care about our country, the economy, women, children. They don't care about anything, but they're performative as fuck, right? If anyone's been paying attention to what's been happening since the whole ballroom thing, you see it? Did I do that? Yeah. The whole ballroom thing, man, it's been super performative. And I'm going to break that down in just a moment as far as what's happening with the Republican Party. But I'm sorry, not ballroom. Holy shit. Damn it. Gave up the game. I meant the White House Correspondent Dinner. I guess we'll just call that foreshadowing. How about that? We'll just say that was foreshadowing. Hi, Elizabeth. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Hi, Elizabeth. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something? Okay, no worries. Thank you so much. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. So yeah. Republicans, they don't care, and also they're super performative as shit. Moderate Democrats, if you're someone who claims to be a moderate Democrat, if you're someone who claims to somehow like want to reach across the aisle and, you know, bring MAGA home or whatever the fuck is that, you know, you guys want to talk about, yeah, you don't care about our country and it's performative. You don't even really care about MAGA. You just care about like maintaining power and the false morality that moderate Democrats seem to try to hold. The thing about being like a moderate Democrat is you're Republican light, right? That's all that you are. And being a moderate Democrat has done nothing to progress our country. Thank you for the confetti. So, like, what are we doing? White men don't care about anything except power. If it's not power, they don't care. White men are willing to sacrifice any and everything, their family, their well-being, themselves, in order to maintain power. Funny thing about that is the ones that are most willing to sacrifice it all have absolutely no power. Fucking crazy. The ones who have no power sacrifice it all so white men can so white men can control and maintain power. Why do you think so many of them, like, they simp for billionaires? They talk about how billionaires are such hard workers, how billionaires, you know, they create jobs and they give back to the country and all this. It's because they know they don't have the power, but they're willing to give it all up so someone else who's white can hold on to power. That's what we're talking about. White women. White women don't care about white supremacy. And I know that is a tough pill to swallow. That is, listen, that statement has and will continue to make so many people uncomfortable. And the thing is the people that feel uncomfortable, it's not those white women that, you know, are conservatives. It's not those, you know, white women that for some reason want to cede all the power to the men. Listen, the white women that's really been struggling with that statement is the white women that are on the left. So white women that for some reason think, you know, hey, I kind of like that blue bracelet thing. I got a BLM sign in my front yard. I argue with people in my Facebook comments. I can't be someone who likes white supremacy. Yeah. Yeah. That's the white women that actually the ones that I'm talking about. And FYI, because you said someone said I care, but then again, I'm not a Trumpy, so laugh makes sense. FYI, you can request up even if you don't support Trump. If you disagree with something on the background, then you can request up. That white women only care about white supremacy. White men don't care about anything but power. Those things, like, that's not a Republican or a Democrat thing. That's just the thing. Now, the moderate Democrat thing is for quote unquote friendlies that are moderate Democrats. He's Bailey, whatever, 2000. You said Donald Trump is my president. I don't give a shit about that. Either get up here. I'm muting you because, like, I don't care what you're saying in the comments. Either get up here or you're just going to have to hate from outside of the club, because I don't care about what you're saying in the comments. That's weird. That's weird. What happened? Hey, Vivian. I mean, you only really seem to focus on us. It's 2 days now of how horrible we're, even though we're trying. What are you talking about, Cat Lady? Cat Lady, come up here and tell me about it. I'm going to send you a request. Come up. I sent you a request, Cat Lady. Come up here and tell me about it. You said it's 2 days. No, it's been more than 2 days. No element. Thank you, though. Okay. Well, Cat Lady, guess what? You heard me yesterday. Okay. Well, guess what? You're done chatting now, because I understand you follow me and you're on the left. But if you're not going to come up here and talk about your disagreement, then you're not going to talk about it in the chat. Sorry, Cat Lady. Now, I will extend that open invite for you to come up here. But Cat Lady, I will say this. Maybe you should figure out why that statement that white women don't care about white supremacy makes you feel uncomfy. Because it's not true. It's not because it's not true. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background?
Yeah, what's good, bro? Yeah, I am. I
Trump
just want to
supporter?
know why, like,
wait.
every time I watch
just
your
to clarify, hey, just to clarify, are you a Trump supporter, disagree with something on the background, or a combination?
A combination, I would say.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for the lamb. Before we go too far, and it sounds like you were saying something about every time you watch my live. That's awesome. So you know who I am. That's cool. But if you don't mind, we have a way of doing things around here. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to introduce everybody else to who I am and what this is. So give me just a moment. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, guys. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It is only 1 coin. It will boost the live, push us out to the FYP. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1-cent gift goals. If we can continue to knock those out, it'll continue to boost the live and get us out to the FYP. All right. So you said that you are a Trump supporter. You were just about to complain about something that I do. That's fine. I'll let you complain. But first, just to verify, you said you disagree with something on the background. So do you want to tell me what you disagree with, or did you specifically want to talk about how you still support Trump today?
I would just like for you to explain to me why every time there's
no. I mean, I'll get to your question. I just need you to
on white people.
Holy smokes! I promise you, I will answer whatever question you want. I just, for the sake of the actual debate, just tell me which point do you disagree with, or are you going to debate specifically about why you still support Trump today?
I mean, I disagree with everything. White men, nothing but power. What does that even mean? White women, white supremacy.
Sure. White men, the only thing white men care about is power, and they're willing to sacrifice anything and everything for it.
Blanket statement.
Okay, perfect. So that'll be the point we'll talk about. Howdy, partner. We'll talk about, go ahead with your question, and I want to do you justice as far as answering whatever question you have specifically.
Okay, what do you mean by white man, nothing but power?
Okay, so you want to get right into it. You don't want me to answer whatever you were about to say.
Just tell me, what does that even mean?
Okay, perfect. So the premise is that the only thing, excuse me. I feel like I had to sneeze. The only thing that white men care about is maintaining power. And when I say white men only care about maintaining power, I mean that they are willing to sacrifice any and everything in order to maintain power, including their family, their health, their well-being. And the funny thing about white men willing to sacrifice any and everything to maintain power is the majority of the time, the white men that are willing to sacrifice everything to maintain power has no actual power themselves. They're just ceding it to some other specific white man.
And no black man ever do that? No Chinese man ever do that? No Japanese ever do that?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that people do, throughout time or whatever the case may be. But the issue is that white men are the ones that have coalesced the majority of power throughout the history of our country. And the reason why I say that is if you take a look at the 250-year history of our country, 90% of all of the active members of Congress, that means the House, the Senate, the presidency, 90% has been made up of white men when this country was started. The Constitution was written for white men that own land. Everyone else after that received rights. And when you talk about even the latest 2024 presidential election, even while we had, even when we had someone who was a 34 count felon, someone who is been held liable for sexually assaulting someone who has 26 credible accounts of sexual assault, someone who has multiple bankruptcies, someone who openly has been racist, sexist, and classist, and then also tried to overthrow our country, and then told people that he was going to raise their prices with tariffs. White men showed up and voted for this person at the highest clip for any president in United States history. And I'm not just talking about Republican presidents. I mean, any president in United States history, all to protect their spot at the top of the patriarchal system. So that's what I mean when I talk about white men. They have the coalition, they coalesce the power, and they're willing to sacrifice everything to continue to hold on to it.
Okay. So you'll be satisfied when it's just black people running the government?
No, why would I want that? I think you guys
want black people running the government.
No, I don't care if it's black people running the government. You know what's funny? I think that you guys think just because like when you like think of how things are, and just because I call out certain issues, whether it be like white men and the issues that they create, or white people, or whatever the case may be, or men, black people too. Like, you guys think that I'm just doing this because like I'm pointing like, oh, it shouldn't be these people, it should be these people. I have never said once that, oh, we need to get rid of all the white people and replace them with all the black people.
But that's your whole prompts. It's always white people, there's white men, there's white women, that. So you might want to change
just
it to
FYI,
evil people.
Well, no, I don't need to.
Racist.
Well, I'm not racist. One, black people can't be racist. Two, you don't know what race nor racism is. And three, even if you take a look at the actual prompt, you don't. Don't worry, I got you. We'll find out in just a moment. But look at the prompt up here. All right. Do you know what BLAGA or FBA is?
Sure.
What's BLAGA?
Yeah. It's like minorities that support Trump or something that are MAGA.
No, black MAGA, black people that support Trump. Do you know what FBA is?
No.
FBA is a group of foundational black Americans. They aren't necessarily right leaning. A lot of them do vote for Trump, but most of them have the same premise. So when I'm talking about like calling out certain things, you're sitting here saying that's your whole thing. I'm calling out black people as well, bub. So does that just shit on your whole premise that I'm only talking about white people when I'm specifically have things that I'm calling out black people for on my background?
But your whole thing is like fighting the people that are in charge, and you're assimilating them with white people.
How you said I'm assimilating them with white? I don't think that was the word that you were trying to use. What do you mean?
You were correlating them with just white people saying
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not what I'm doing.
You're just always shitting on white people, and it's just weird, just racist. Like white women are white supremacy. What does that even mean? White women are usually the ones on your side.
Yeah. Are you a white woman?
No, I'm just pointing.
Okay, so that point isn't for you, so you shouldn't even worry about that one. But so when it comes to always shitting on white people, as you say, like when I'm talking about the structure of power, I'm talking about like actual numbers and facts. What percentage of people, white men, have held power over the 250-year history of our country?
Yeah, well, there's more white people.
Just answer that question.
Power.
Can you please just answer the question? Do you remember what I said? What percentage?
I don't know. I'm just going to assume like 90.
Yep, that's right. Good job. 90%. So question I have for you now.
Yeah, there's 15% black people. That kind of makes sense. 90%. It should be 85% white people.
Hey, there's more than quote unquote 15% of black people. But again, I'm not talking about today. Again, that's why I said the 250-year history of our country.
We get the country was racist back in the day, but today
the country is still racist. It's literally still racist. But if you just stop for 2 seconds, I'll finish my sentence and you'll know where I'm going with this. OK. So the point that I'm making is when I say that I'm calling this out, I'm not saying that I'm calling this out because I specifically want to target white people or white men. I'm speaking to the fact that the 250-year history, 90% of control has been coalesced by white men specifically, not white people, not, men, like not any of that, just specifically white men. So I'm just speaking to the actual facts and the numbers.
Okay. Yeah. And those white men ended slavery. Those white men,
they didn't.
How did they not? They created the modern Western world.
They didn't. White men haven't. White men didn't create anything,
but a lot of them did a lot of good things, and now we're here where we're perfect. Pretty much, we're good.
No, we're not. No, we're not. White men didn't create anything, and also like white men didn't end slavery, and also, hey, question, and this is a serious question. If I come to your home and I set your home on fire, and then I turn around and put the fire out, are you going to give me credit for putting out the fire?
But it's been different, white man. It's not
no. I mean, that's just the question. That's just the question. Are you going to give me credit for putting out the fire if I'm the one that started it?
That's a bad analogy. Because
no. It's an excellent analogy.
Exact person.
It's an excellent analogy.
If a black guy came and burned my house down and then another black guy came and saved me, I would think that black guy that saved me.
What does that have to do with anything? That's not the question. Can you please answer the question directly? I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I have a very specific question. I'm not saying like random black guys. I'm saying if I come to your house and I set your house on fire, would you then give me credit for putting the fire out?
No, I wouldn't, but that's not a good analogy.
Okay, perfect. So when we talk about white men and you talk about white men, quote unquote, ending slavery, not like I said, not only did they not end slavery because slavery still exists.
Yeah. In which countries?
The United States of America.
No, slavery doesn't exist here, dude.
Oh, you just don't know things.
You're gonna talk about the 13th Amendment.
Yeah, that's literally
not have to do
but no, that's literally in the Constitution. The 13th Amendment didn't end slavery. The 13th Amendment legalized slavery.
You just don't have to commit crimes. So
I don't understand why you're talking about committing crimes, and I'm not litigating whether or not people should or should not commit crimes. I'm just saying that the actual thought that slavery was ended is incorrect. That's all I'm calling out. Anywho,
yeah, well, I would say, slavery exists in like African countries and Middle Eastern
slavery
countries.
exists in the United States of America.
if you commit a crime, a felony.
Slavery, no, it's not a felony. It's not a felony. And then even if you talk about the criminal justice system within the United States of America, we understand the criminal justice system is not only corrupt in multitude of ways, but it's ineffective and inefficient. That's why Black people have about an 80% exoneration rate. Black people are exonerated at the highest clip of anyone else. You can talk about the actual criminal justice system and committing crimes and all this other stuff, but it's a system that is made to actually just punish people and then put people back into the system. Yes.
At a higher rate?
At the highest, not a higher, the highest, at about 80%.
So that means they're let go.
Yes, that means 80% of the exonerations of Black people make up 80% of the exonerations.
So how's that bad?
I didn't say that it's bad. I'm just pointing out the fact that they don't get it right. Just saying that, you know, don't do a crime and you won't go to jail. I'm saying that there's plenty of people who go to jail who don't commit crimes.
Well, if this was a racist country, would they just not be exonerating them? Seems like we're exonerating them.
No, if this wasn't a racist country, then people wouldn't be getting falsely locked up or arrested and locked up. But do you know how racist the United States of America is? The United States of America is so racist that they are willing to actually sacrifice their own pockets to continue to be racist. The United States of America, there's a study completed by Citibank Group that shows the United States of America has lost out on 16 trillion, with the T, $16 trillion due to racism, due to the fact that they wanted to engage in financial, educational, and medical forms of racism, and they have lost money to the tune of $16 trillion. So if you're sitting here talking about, oh, the country isn't racist, the country is literally racist.
They lost 60 trillion to what? I'm sorry.
Due to racism, 16 trillion.
What did you just explain though? How?
Are you not paying attention when I speak, or what's happening?
You said due to racism, but you didn't really explain it how.
I did explain it. You okay.
So how I'll explain it one more time. 16 trillion.
They didn't spend it. Okay, I'm going to need you to listen when I speak, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Citibank Group completed a study that shows the United States of America has lost out on $16 trillion due to racism. And it's multiple forms of racism revolving around financial racism, educational racism, and medical racism.
Like since the country's been founded, or?
No. This study was completed. Give me 1 second here. I want to say this is only looking from 2020 to 2024. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I pull it up and get the actual time frame. Citibank Group. Oh, no, I apologize. It was a 20-year study. So it wasn't a 5-year. So it was a 20-year study. So it was the 20-year study from ending in 2000 to 2020. The economy lost $16 trillion because of discrimination.
And the discrimination includes what?
Financial practices like redlining, not giving loans to Black people for school, education, things like that. A multitude of things. 13 trillion of total with business loss, 2.7 trillion. 2.7 trillion in wages, 218 billion in discrimination, housing credits, and 90 billion to 113 billion in household income. So it makes up a multitude of things.
Type shit. So
why are you using AAVE?
What is that?
Literally what you're appropriating right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's funny that you don't know what AAVE is, but you're consistently using it because you think it makes you sound cool.
Type shit.
Yeah, right there.
My bad. I'm used to saying it.
I'm sure you are. I'm positive you are. Listen, B-Rad, I understand what you're trying to do. Don't get me wrong. I hear you. I'm just saying, like, maybe you should actually know what you're talking about. Anywho, so the point that I'm making.
So many rules for everything. It's so weird.
What rule did I make up? What are you talking about? Telling you or saying why are you speaking AAVE? How am I triggered?
Yeah, nobody knows what that means. Nobody.
No. You, Mr. Mediocre White Man, don't know what AAV is, but that's a you problem. Everyone.
What are you talking about?
Hispanic isn't a race, bub. You know what? That does not mean fuck all. I'm so glad that you actually said that, because you actually ran right into the wall as far as the question that I was going to throw your way. But give me 2 seconds just to say a quick thank you, and then we'll go in that direction. W's in the chat for Aaliyah. Hey, Aaliyah, who sent a $2 donation, saying, good morning, Santana. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. W's in the chat for Kai. Kai sent a $10 super chat to say, I think white people are scared of the BIPOC community running things because they fear being treated the same way that they treated minorities now, but they wouldn't have to admit they would have to admit the damage they have done. Yeah, that's absolutely what it is. Like there's a whole thought process that if they become
sense of animosity from black people.
That was a white man that said that. So or hold on, let me make sure it was a man. Let me look at the profile picture or whoever. I'm sorry, I can't see your profile picture that well, Kai. I can just see Kai as a white person. So yeah, no. Try again. Anyway, there's a whole misconception that black people, if black people had power, then, they would do the same things to white people or whatever. Black people don't want revenge. Black people don't want revenge. If black people wanted revenge, then you guys would actually be in trouble. The only thing that we want is equity. We have no interest in revenge. Anyway, you're absolutely right. That's why they fear being the minority now. That's why they are trying to ramp up this replacement theory and, willing to sacrifice everything to hold on because they're terrified. Anyway, W's in the chat for the donos. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks to you. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. 1.4 thousand people hanging out here, guys. Look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. So please, please, please hit that follow button. We only have 10 new followers so far in the stream. I would love to get at least about 200 to 300 new followers for this stream alone. So please, please, please hit that follow button. Turn on notifications. Last but not least, guys, if you can knock out the little finger hearts, that would be awesome. Please, can we knock out the finger hearts? Hey, real question for you. What is race?
Race?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to say it's a social construct or something?
I just want to know what you think race is.
I don't know. You enlighten me.
No, if you don't know, that's fine. So I guess I have are you sure you want to go with you don't know?
Can I ask you one question?
No, I would like you to answer my question first. Are you sure that you want to go with I don't know?
What's race? I mean, race is, I would say, is just the race you are. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what race is. But you're going to say it's a social construct made up by white people to divide people. Yeah, I get what you're going to say. That's
okay. So it sounds like you've heard some of this before. So give me your best emulation of what I've heard, what you've heard me say.
Not you, just your communist and socialist partners, comrades.
Thank you for the crown. Okay, cool. So to you, real, what do you think race is?
So what are we supposed to do? Get rid of race? That's impossible.
It's not. But what is race? And the only reason I'm trying to get clarification on this,
differentiate people.
Okay, so way to differentiate people. Okay, so I guess if race is nothing but a way to differentiate people, then how can I engage in racism if the only thing race is and was set up for was to differentiate people? That doesn't make sense.
No, but I would say Asian is a race. Hispanic. So you say Hispanics are not a race?
No, Hispanic is not a race.
So what do you call Latinos?
Depends on what race they are. Do you know the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality?
Yeah, but we're all different, so there should be different races. That's okay. Yeah. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but do you know what the difference is between race, ethnicity, and nationality?
Yes, I know nationalities from the country you're from.
What's the difference between race and ethnicity?
I don't know. You explain to me. What would you call me? What would you call me? A Latino born in Ecuador. What would you call? What's my race?
I don't know what your race is because I would have to be able to see you better. Is that you on your profile picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I have European blood. Sure.
It's not about your quote unquote blood, bub. Like race isn't biological.
So it's just my skin color.
No, race isn't about your skin color. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know the things, but yet you're throwing around words that you don't know.
I'm white.
Because I'm looking at your phenotypical characteristics. It's not just your skin color. Hey, did you know that black people can have white skin? Did you know that? Did you know that black people could have blonde hair and blue eyes? Did you know that?
Sure.
So it's not just about skin color. It's about a combination of socially acceptable phenotypical characteristics. It was created for the othering of non-white people to create a free and cheap labor class. Like that was the point of it. But like you're sitting here talking
like
about it.
500 years ago. Not today though, right?
Yeah, racism exists today.
Okay, so what's wrong with races though?
What's wrong with what?
Like different races. I'm white, you're black. What's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I'm just saying you don't know the things.
I'm trying to change it.
What? Wait. Why would I not try to change something that's a social construct that perpetuates harm?
It doesn't in 2026.
Racism, bub. Racism. I'm literally the reason race is used to uphold racism. Racism is used.
How are you being discriminated in the U.S. today? Since you're black,
it's a multitude of ways. Question.
One.
No, I'm not. You know why? I want you to repeat I want you to repeat to me what I told you earlier about the financial losses in the country. Yeah,
I'm sure they made a lot of other gains. So
no. I want you to repeat to me what I've already told you.
That I would have to look at.
I don't care about what you're saying about it. I just need you to repeat that thing so I know that you were paying attention.
But here's the thing, like I'm not denying there was racist people.
Stop. I'm not looking for more answers or additional information. I need you to repeat the thing so I know that you're paying attention. What did I tell you?
That the U.S. took financial losses in order to be racist, which is a very vague statement.
That's not what I said.
Study that I would have to read.
That's not what I said, and you're not going to read the study. How much did I say the country has lost out on?
16 trillion. That sounds ridiculous. It makes no sense. That study.
It makes no sense.
I would have to read it.
You know what's funny? You haven't even looked at the study, and you're not going to look at the study. Like, stop fucking lying. You know for a fact that you're not going to look at it.
I'll look into it.
No, I've already told you. You can go look it up yourself. No. Why? I've already told you. No, I've already told you. Go look it up. Go look it up. You're not. Hey, swear.
I'll come back.
Are you a Christian?
Are
you a Christian?
Because it sounds.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah. You love your mama?
Why are you asking me this?
It's a simple question. Do you love your mom?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Swear to God on your mother's life, if you don't go back and actually review the study, that you hope your mom drops dead. Swear to God right now that you're going to go look at that study.
I don't.
Because you're fucking lying. Because you're fucking lying. Your word is caca.
And I will.
Your word is caca. You will never go back and look at that study because one, you don't care. Like, let's be honest, you don't really give a shit. Number two, you're not going to go look up the study because then that would actually challenge the things that you believe.
You'll have to
and
number three,
the reason why you're not going to go look up the study is because you're intellectually lazy. It's not even about the study challenging the premise of what you believe. It's just that you lack intellectual curiosity.
So
you don't want to know shit.
White people is so bad.
Why are you trying to pivot and change the subject?
Because
why are you pivoting and changing the subject?
When I read the study, I'm gonna have to.
There won't be a next time. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it.
You won't have me up again. But yeah.
Why wouldn't I have you up again? I don't give a fuck about having you up. Like, no.
Okay. I'm gonna read the study. Leave it there. Now I have a question for you.
You're not. It's just like seriously.
Why
seriously,
do you
hold
align?
on. Stop. I don't even care that you're not going to read the study. I just would like for you to stop saying.
I am though.
Yeah, I know. Stop for a second. Just 2 seconds. Listen to me. I don't even care that you're not going to read the study. I don't. I genuinely don't. I would just like for you to stop lying and saying that you're going to read the study.
I want to read it so I can debunk it and cook you later. So I'm gonna read it because it sounds like a far-fetched, ridiculous study. But
when do you plan on reading it?
Later today.
Okay, perfect. Are you coming back tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow then.
Perfect. We will be waiting for you to come back tomorrow. So read it today, and then you have an open.
I'm pretty busy tomorrow, but we'll see. When I come back, you'll remember.
When? No. Specifically, let's make. As a matter of fact, I'll open up my Google calendars right
later
now.
Tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will. I will open up my Google calendars. You tell me when. As a matter of fact, what time zone are you in?
Eastern, so I'll probably
perfect. You're in the Eastern time zone.
6 p.m.
Perfect. So Eastern time zone. Tell me. Let's make an actual appointment. I will specifically go live to ensure that you and I can talk about this. When are you going to read it?
Like at 6 p.m.
So can we? Do you want to have a live later this evening? Do you want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
What
later
time?
This evening.
What time? What time for you?
5 to 6.
5 to 6. Okay, so that's 2 p.m. my time. So you're saying 2 p.m. my time. You will come back after reading the study.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah. I will. I don't do that.
Swear to God on your mom.
Okay, and my last question before I go: why do you align yourself with the Democratic Party if you're saying that white men are evil and all these white people are evil and they're in power?
When did I say white men are evil?
Power. The Democrats have been.
When did I say white men are evil?
Years. Well, you say they have bad attributes, like they want nothing but power and shit like that.
I said white men. I said white men only care about power. Like that's what I'm saying.
So the Democrats then, right?
Yeah. Does it say Democrats or Republican, or does it say white men?
But we all know you align yourself.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Does it say Democrats or Republican, or does it just say white men?
Yeah, we get it. You're overall racist, but you still align with Democrats.
You don't know what race nor racism is. You're not qualified to say who is or is not racist. Shut up with that. Answer the question. Does it say Republicans, Democrats, or does it say white men?
It says white men, but
okay, why does it say white men?
What party do you align with?
Why does it say white men?
Because you're racist.
No, you're stupid. Stop saying that. Why does it say white men?
Because they ran the country for the longest time.
And sure, kind of. It's because the white men make up the majority of men in both political parties. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. So I don't differentiate the statement when I say white men only care about power to a political ideology. That's why I talked about the history of our country. I'm not saying this because it's only the white men that are Republicans. No, it's white men, period. Like, and so your actual premise as far as, well, why do you align with the Democratic Party? First and foremost, fuck the Democratic Party. Seriously, I don't care about the Democratic Party.
Biden.
I don't support Biden because he's not in office, you donut. Let me finish my sentence. I don't care. I don't care about the Democratic Party. I'm not a cheerleader. This is not my team. They're not the Panthers. They're not the Lakers. I don't root for the Democrats. I haven't made the Democrats my whole ideology like you guys have. The only reason that I vote for Democrats is because I believe in harm reduction and I believe in progress. And the only party that has a little bit of that, not even close enough, but just a little bit of that, is the Democratic Party. This has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, I love the Democrats and I love Biden or some stupid shit like that. No, I care about people.
Vote Republican. I think it's less harm reduction.
How?
It's more harm reduction.
Tell me one piece of legislation passed by the Republican Party in the last 60 years. 60.
Well, let me
finish. No, let me finish my sentence. Name one piece of legislation that has been passed by the Republican Party over the last 60 years that has overwhelmingly benefited everyday Americans more than the ultra wealthy.
Well, here's the thing. We feel like the country has been headed a certain way.
Yeah, I don't care what you feel. Can you answer the question? Did you just wait for me to finish my question just so you could say whatever you wanted to say? That's weird. Why would you do that?
One piece of legislation, okay, reducing taxes, like tax on tips.
That's not
the border.
That's not a piece of legislation. That's not a piece of legislation. I'm not even going to hold you real. Like, you're so unqualified for this conversation. It's actually astounding.
Type shit. Well, we secure the border 90%.
You don't. You don't.
Stop crossing.
You don't. You don't. Like, none of that shit's true. You just don't know things. The only thing that you know is your feelings.
Border crossings are down. That's not true.
No, it's not true.
Tax on tips.
No, that's not true as well. Tell me what the parameters are with the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime.
That you don't pay taxes on that.
Nope.
Okay.
That's why I said you don't know shit, and that's why you're sitting up here just speaking as if you do.
Because you say it.
No, it's because it's in the actual. It's in the actual legislation. So anyone just don't. No one pays tax on tips. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know the exact.
Exactly.
Things,
that's what I said. You don't understand.
When did the Democrats pass that?
First and foremost, the Democratic Party has been pushing for the whole idea of no tax on tip, no tax on overtime as a whole.
Been increasing taxes.
That's not true. The Republican Party has. Stop spamming the misinformation button. Let me finish what I'm saying. The no tax on tips, no tax on overtime is a bipartisan initiative that has been in talks and conversation for years and years and years. It was actually brought to the table by Bernie Sanders. And while also being brought to the table by Bernie Sanders, it's something that Donald Trump and Kamala Harris both ran on. So no matter who actually got into power, this was going to happen in some form, shape, or another. Now, the point that I'm making, the reason why I say no, even if you talk about the BBB, right? Because that's the bill, that's the policy. When you talk about no tax on tips, no tax, it's in the BBB. The BBB is the largest transfer of wealth in United States history. And the little bit that it does for the American people, the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, it has a couple of different parameters. Number one, there's a cap on how much you can actually make. It's like, I want to say it's about $25,000. I would have to look up the exact number, but it's about $25,000 a year in order to be able to qualify for no tax on tips, right? So if you make more than that, you don't qualify. Now, the other thing about that is that it is only for 2 years, right? It was only put in place for 2 years. So after 2 years, it goes away. So the point that I'm making is
I love how Republicans passed it and you're still.
The point that I'm making is that when I say, can you name a policy that the Republican Party has passed that overwhelmingly benefits all Americans more than the ultra wealthy, the BBB doesn't do it because the entire bill negatively impacts everyday Americans for the most part. But even that provision, the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, it only accounts for a small percentage of American citizens. So no, that doesn't meet the requirements.
So Republicans passed it and you're like, but the Democrats talked about it type shit. Okay, so.
Hey, can you address anything that I said? I know you don't because you're stupid. You know what? And I'm just going to say this. Hey, fucking B-Rad, stop with the AAVE. You're not cool and you don't get to get away with type shit. No one gives a fuck about you trying to actually fuck out of here. Like, when I tell you the entire premise of not actually intellectually engaging, like, this is the shit that's mind-blowing, right? You sit here and you wait to just spam random shit without actually engaging in anything. When I tell you they're so mediocre and they always want to come up to debate without engaging with anything, they have their talking points and their talking points is dog shit. But yet they don't want to engage with any actual things. Like, it's so, what are we doing? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with something in the background? Okay, I'll drop you down. This person, ex-Jude, whatever, you said, Santana, you're a grown man. Yes, I am. Come up here and tell me about it. I'm so confused with your statement. You thought your statement was making. Yes, I am absolutely grown. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debate. Someone said, have you talked to Dean and Parker about the white man topic? Genuinely curious. Why would I have to talk to Dean and Parker about my topics? No, why would I have to run my topics past anybody? No, I haven't talked to them about my topics. I'm one, grown, but they're also my topics. But also they watch my lives. And not only do they watch my lives, they know what I'm talking about. A little confused. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Sarita? Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. I wouldn't be friends with anyone who wouldn't understand and agree with the topics on my background. I don't care who they are. Please believe that. Please believe that. If I would not, if there's anyone who didn't understand what I'm saying with any of this stuff, I can't fuck with you. You said don't lie. What is this? No name is me? Sure. I'm going to mute you. Come up here and tell me how I'm lying. Come up here and tell me how I'm lying. You said don't lie. Come up here and tell me how I'm lying. Yeah. I didn't think you would. I didn't think you would. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Mr. Therapist don't want no. I don't know who that is. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, but I don't understand why you think that white women are white supremacists.
That's not what it says.
Well,
it says white women don't care about white supremacy.
Okay, well then that's what I don't understand.
Okay, we can talk about it. Can you give me 2 seconds to thank a couple of people and then we'll get into it?
Of course.
All right, perfect. And just to verify, you are a white woman, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. W's in the chat for Wendy. Wendy sent a $5 donation saying, this guy personally is moldy as 4-day-old chicken nuggets. Big yikes. But yeah, he was like, not only was he intellectually dishonest, but he was more than ill-equipped for this conversation. Like, it was weird. W's in the chat for Jared. Jared sent a $1 donation saying, guest is giving Lord Farquaad energy. I wish these guys would be more prepared when they come up. You shouldn't have to have Miss Rachel on a racist MAGA. I know that's right. Debbie's in the chat for Dragon, who sent a $1 donation, said, stop swinging, girl. Oh, stop swinging, girl. You lost. Yeah. Throw in the towel. W's in chat for all the donos, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, look up at the top, 2,000 people hanging out. If you have not hit that follow button, hit that follow button. We only got 45 new followers on the stream so far. I'm trying to get between 200 to 300 new followers on this stream. So please look up there, hit that follow button. If you see the word follow, turn on notifications. We go live every day, do a whole bunch of different stuff. It's really cool here. Please do it. All right. So you said overall, you disagree with the point that white women don't care about white supremacy. Where's this myth? Hold on a second. Sorry. Mr. Therapist, I'm going to mute you because one, like, stop being a fucking coward, but I'm going to send you a request to come up here. This guy, Mr. Therapist, is spamming the chat. Hey, you must be new here. We don't let you thumb thug in the comment section. We don't care about keyboard warriors. Either you're going to get up here and say it with your chest or you're going to hate from outside of the club. I don't care which one. I sent you a request. Get up here, get in the box, or just shut up. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that in the middle of us talking. Go ahead and tell me why you say that white women care about white supremacy.
because I don't think that it is right to put any person in a certain box or any race or any group of people. But I don't agree with white supremacy, and I do care that it's not perpetuated. So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm so confused about your point about that.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on mute for a second because you got like some feedback. Your audio is like kind of wicked. Can you, if you're connected to like a Bluetooth or something, can you disconnect? Mr. Therapist, why did you run? Get back up here, you coward. You fucking knew I was coming to you. Debbie's in the chat. Thank you so much, Jan, for the galaxy. Get back up here, you coward. He specifically ran. He thought that he was going to be able to sit up here and like not have to account for the shit that he said. And soon as I got ready to actually come to him, he immediately ran. And he's still watching. I just sent you another request. Get back up here. I know you see that request. Get back up here, you coward. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like I was saying, if you're connected to some type of Bluetooth or if your phone is in the case, you might want to check it. It's causing an issue with your audio. So I'm sending you a request to come off mute. Let's see if the background sound has adjusted.
I had a fan on. I turned it off.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you think it's unfair to group people together and then, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I do. Like, I just don't understand where you're coming from when you say that.
Okay. So let's run down a quick logic train. You said you care about white supremacy because you don't like it, right?
I mean, I do not like it, but I more care that everyone is able to be themselves and not targeted for it, whether it's white supremacy or any other marginalized group.
Wait, I'm confused by your statement. Are you saying that people should be able to be white supremacists in peace?
No, I see how that came off that way.
It kind of sounded like you said, like, let the white supremacists be, let everybody be. Can't we all just get along? That's what it kind of sounded like.
Because if somebody is a white supremacist, they're in a hate group, and so they aren't letting people be. I think that everyone should be able to be and not be hated for it and not perpetuate hate for any marginalized group.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Hey, chat. The snowflakes are in their fifis, right? So we have a 10-minute restriction. So let's see if we can power through this 10-minute restriction. If you guys don't mind, please, let's get the likes up. Let's try to get the likes up to 300,000 likes. I'm going to keep resetting the gift goal. If we can knock that out a couple of times, that'll help. If we can actually repost the live. And if you want to send like penny goals or whatever the case may be, please do so. That'll help actually protect the live and boost the live so we can get past this 10-minute restriction. They are in their fifis, and of course they're doing the weird stuff because I made them upset. Sorry, chat. Anyway, and so finish telling me about this because again, yeah, it did seem like the whole premise of like just basically letting people be. That's kind of what I heard from you.
And when I say that, I mean that it's not okay to be a part of the group that perpetuates anger and hate and this kind of thing to other people. Like, I don't know how to, I see where you went with that, but I want to let people be, yes. But in doing that, you have to make sure that there aren't hate groups because they aren't letting people be.
Okay. I'm still a little bit confused as far as your overall concept, and maybe it's me. You know, I'm not the sharpest spoon in the drawer, so it could definitely be me. I guess. Well, let's say
I'm confused about your viewpoint from it. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah. No. I'm running down this logic train with you. How about this? Cool. So you said you care about white supremacy and you don't like it, right?
I care about any group that doesn't let another person just be who they want to be.
Why are you all living the question? This is not like you don't have to say all lives matter. Like, this is a very specific question. Are you saying?
I'm not saying that all lives matter. I'm saying that hate groups are wrong.
I'm saying that you're taking the actual stance of like, it's all of it. And when, first and foremost, white supremacy is not a hate group. Like, if you're talking about hate groups, then you're talking about like the KKK, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, things like that. That's fine. I'm not talking about hate groups. I'm talking about white supremacy. So again, the question is very directly, are you saying that you care about white supremacy because you don't like it?
I'm saying that I don't care about it because I'm not going to give them that energy, but I think it's wrong. And I don't think that white women.
So your entire point is moot then, because you literally just said that you don't care about it. And if you say that you don't care about it, then I'm right. The background's right. And so now you're up here arguing against yourself. You literally just said you don't care about it. And I said the same thing. So you're agreeing with me. So you're not here to debate. You're here to agree with me.
No, I'm here to understand why you think that white women and white supremacy, whatever that link is, I don't understand.
I told you what the link is, and you just said the link as well. I said white women don't care about white supremacy, and then you just said that white women don't care about white supremacy. Like, we just agreed.
How do you think that white women do or don't care about it? Like, what focus do you think that they put on it that makes them look like they care or looks like they don't care?
Okay, I got a question for you. Is this your cat in the picture? Is that the cute little kitty? Okay, what's your cat's name?
That's Kara.
Kara? Okay. Do you care about Kara?
I do.
Tell me, what do you feed Kara?
Food.
No, what, like, no, okay. Cat food. You ever like made sure that there, like, have you ever gave your cat like any special treats or cat food, like maybe some actual fish or salmon or like anything at all?
Yes.
Okay. What about, does your cat have like one of those cute little collars? I like the ones with the bells, especially with cats, because, you know, cats are like sneaky. And so putting like a bell on the collar, but does your cat have a cute little collar?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Why not?
Because she doesn't.
Okay. So you just didn't want your cat to have a collar. Okay. It's understandable. What about? I
don't care either way.
Okay. What about toys? Have you bought your cat like any toys or cat scratchers or anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do they have fun playing with, your cat has fun playing with the toys?
Not anymore. They're old.
Oh, okay. And do you take your cat to like the vet to make sure that, you know, they get checkups, and if they get sick, then, you know, your cat's taken care of?
I used to, but I have medical issues and I don't have the money to do that now.
Okay. Okay. But when you had the ability to do so, you did so.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. 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 So all of those things that we just kind of covered, right, are things that you actually do when you can do it because you care about your cat. Would that be an accurate statement?
Yes.
Okay. So would you think it's fair of me to say that you don't care about your cat if you didn't worry whether or not your cat ate? Like, you sure, maybe there is some food and they will eat, but maybe they don't eat.
Sure.
I'm sorry?
Let me clarify that. I'm here because I want to try to understand.
I need you to just be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. I need you to walk with me right now. The question is, would it be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat if you didn't care whether they ate or not? Not saying that you're starving them, but just also saying, yeah, there's some food somewhere. If they can find the food, sure. If they don't, oh well. Would that be a fair statement for me to say, oh, you don't care?
No, I worry if they eat. Yes, I care.
That's not the question. That's not the question. Please listen to the question. Would it be fair of me to say that if you said, I don't care, I'm sorry, if my cat eats, they eat. If they don't, they don't. Would it be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Would it be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat if you never took it to the vet, even if you knew it was sick, but you didn't want it to die? It's just like, you know, cats are cats. It'll be okay. It'll eat some grass or something. I hope it's okay, but you know, I'm not going to take it to the vet. Would it be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat if you're not making sure that it's healthy?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat if at no point you had bought anything to stem on any type of entertainment or growth for your cat, i.e. like any type of cat toys or scratching post or like anything that would help, you know, cats, you know, especially when they're kittens and then they grow, they can develop and all this other stuff. Would it be fair if you're just like, well, you know, cats are going to be cats. They'll jump on stuff. They'll scratch stuff. I don't need to make sure that I get anything specific for them. They'll just figure it out. Would that be fair for me to say that you don't care about your cat?
That one I'm going to go no on because there are homeless people that have animals.
I'm not talking about homeless people. I'm talking about you in this scenario.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you and I just highlighted two different things, right? We highlighted the things that you do because you care. And then we highlighted the things where you aren't actively trying to harm, but you're not doing anything about it. And we've deemed those things to be something that you don't care about. So now my question is, if you are not actively fighting against white supremacy, would it be fair to say that you don't care about it because you're not doing anything to try to address it?
I'm here to understand what I need to be doing.
No. That's a simple question. I need you to answer the question. Would it be fair to say that you don't care about white supremacy if you are not actively trying to do something to fight it?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why I say that white women don't care about white supremacy is because there is a lack of do something from white women when it comes to actively fighting white supremacy. That's why I say that.
Okay, well, I hear that, but if it's not in my face and environment, I don't know what I'm like. If I'm addressed with it, then yes, I do something.
Yeah, if it's in your proximity, then sure. If it's in your proximity, sure. But if it's not in your proximity, then you don't care, which again highlights the point. Again, my point is not that you are going out of your way to actively to be a white supremacist. I'm saying that if you're not actively fighting something, then you're adding to that thing, whether or not you are trying to or not. Being neutral is moving backwards. That's the point. So if you literally saying that, oh, if it's in my face, then I'll fight it. But if it's not in my face, I'm not going to think about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Just because you're not thinking about white supremacy does not mean that white supremacy does not still exist and it's not negatively impacting people.
It doesn't mean that I don't think that it exists. I do know that it exists. I don't have cancer and I worry about cancer, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm wondering how that idea that you have can be changed. So I would like to get to a point where you don't have to say that anymore. So I'm wondering what I do differently.
Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm just wondering what I can do differently to be one less white woman who you can say doesn't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person.
Yeah. Okay. I got another question for you. I need you to walk with me. Okay. How long have you been a cat owner?
12 years.
Okay. 12 years. Are you, prior to being a cat owner, did you ever own any cats? Has there ever been a situation where like you've, had pets or anything like that prior, or did you just start off with cats 12 years ago? Did you have cats when you were younger?
I had one cat and 2 dogs.
Okay. But currently you've been like a cat owner for 12 years as an adult.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. When you became a cat owner as an adult, right? Because there's a huge difference between having a pet as a child and a pet as an adult. I think we can both agree on that one, right?
Correct.
Okay. So when you decided that you were going to get a cat, did you just get the cat and then just wing it? Or did you maybe talk to some people, maybe do a little research, maybe when going out and going to pick out cat food, talk to people like in the pet store to say like, hey, what's the difference between wet cat food and dry cat food? Did you, when you took your cat to the vet, say, hey, like, I know we're here for these shots, but is there any, like, do I need to worry about worms or stuff? Like, did you do those type of things, or did you just like, yeah, I'll figure it all out?
I really kind of figured it all out.
So you just like let it come to you. You at no points did you seek any type of information or help from anyone.
After I got the cat, I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not just talking about prior. I'm talking about at any point of becoming a new cat owner. Before the day-to-day, like understanding as far as what the roles and responsibilities of being a pet owner is. Before that, when you were still trying to figure it out, did you seek out help and support to actually make sure that you were doing the right things when it comes to your cat?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to actually be someone who fights white supremacy, wouldn't it be logical to seek out information and also people who are actively in the same boat as you, right? I mean, like if you own a cat and I own a dog, would you come to me and say like, hey, I know I own a cat and you own a dog, but can you tell me why my cat does this? Would that make sense?
No, but that's why I came on your lives, because I want to learn.
Perfect. So if you have a cat and I have a dog, then no, you wouldn't come to me with questions about your cat. You would go to someone who actually has a cat, i.e. if you are a white woman who's trying to combat white supremacy, you wouldn't go to a black person to say like, hey, how do I fight white supremacy? How do I see the humanity in you? You would go to another white person, white woman or whoever, and say, hey, I know that you're on this journey. You're working on deconstructing. You're working on fighting white supremacy. How do I get to where you are? And how do we continue to go together? So the point being is the steps that you would take would be, one, educating yourself. There's a multitude of ways to educate yourself, including reading material, video material, studies, like a whole bunch of stuff that you can get into. But even more, number two, in order to ensure that you are going in the right direction and doing the right things, you want to actually speak with someone who has gone down that path and already stepped on those same steps that you have to take. And you want to connect with them and get that information from them. No one should have to teach you how to see the humanity in them. And so coming to a black person and saying like, hey, how do I actively not be someone that doesn't care about white supremacy? Well, you're saying like, hey, Santana, can you teach me how to see the humanity in you or black people so I can see that? Like you get what I'm saying?
I'm not coming to you. I do. I see what you're saying. I'm not coming to you as a black person asking you. I'm coming to you as a person who has brought up the topic and has made me think about it. And so I do want to learn about it. And that is why I'm coming.
Does that stop me from being a black person?
No. But
Still
you could
black.
have had a picture of a cat as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I don't like, but that I like, it's fine. I don't. I mean, you can obviously see when coming onto this live that I am a black man. So you can't say, well, I'm not taking the approach of I wake up black. I eat breakfast black. I drink my coffee black. I debate people while being black. I, go to the bathroom while being black. I film stuff while being black. There's never an opportunity for me to not be black. So like, there's never going to be a situation where you can say, well, I'm not coming to you as a black person. No, you're always going to be coming to me as a black person. That's the first thing.
Yes, you are always black, but I'm coming to you as a person who's bringing it to attention. I wouldn't call on another person's live that didn't have that. They could be any race, and I would be asking the same questions.
And you would still be wrong because you're not listening to what I'm saying that you should be doing. What you should be doing is seeking, right. So
white woman.
Right. So why are you're still fighting the premise as far as what I'm saying? And like, I'm trying to give you the information. It's not about what your intentions were. It's not about what your thoughts were. It's about what you did, and I'm correcting you in real time. And instead of taking the correction, you're still trying to fight back and give an explanation about why you are doing the thing you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
I do hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I came to you because I didn't know which direction to find the information.
Well,
and I
no,
wanted to know.
you originally came to me because you disagree with the point on the background. Let's be very clear.
No, I
when
said
you
I
came
didn't
up here,
understand.
No. You said that you disagreed. Like you had a whole diatribe about you disagreeing because you said that it wasn't good to group people in categories, and you said that you know that you care and you don't like white supremacy. So you came to me.
You led me to those answers, so then it would sound like that. But I came to you because I wanted to understand, because I did follow you, and the way that you speak to some people,
okay.
I didn't understand, and
okay.
that's why
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You and I don't have to like speculate. I think speculation is lazy. I think speculation can cause like miscommunications. Give me 2 seconds. Saying like, hey, Santana, can you teach? Did you maybe type of entertainment? Or what about care about protect alive and boost?
Sorry, yes, I do. Like,
and if you're connected to some type of Bluetooth or club, I don't care which one. I sent you a request. Get up here, get in the box, or just shut up. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that in the middle of us talking. Go ahead and tell me why you say that white women care about white supremacy.
Because I don't think that it is right to put any person in a certain box or any race or any group of people. Can you play what I said before when I first came up? I don't agree with white supremacy. Right to put any person.
Real stops.
Of course.
All right. Yeah, I didn't think you would. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Mr. Therapist, I don't know who that is. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, but I don't understand why you think that white women are white supremacists.
That's not what it says.
Well,
it says white women don't care about white supremacy.
Okay, well then that's what I don't understand.
Okay, we can talk about it. Can you give me 2 seconds to thank a couple of people and then we'll get into it?
Of course.
All right, perfect.
I told you that I don't understand.
Just to verify, you are a white woman, right? Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. W's in the chat for Wendy. Wendy sent a $5 donation saying for this conversation. Like, it was weird. W's in the chat for Jared. Jared sent a $1 donation saying guest is giving Lord Farquaad energy. I wish these guys would be more prepared when they come up. You shouldn't have to have W's in the chat. Looking at the top 2,000 people hanging. Second, sorry. Mr. Therapist, I'm going to mute you because one, like, stop being a fucking coward, but I'm going to send you a request to come up here. This guy, Mr. Therapist, is spamming the chat. Hey, you must be new here. We don't care about white supremacy. I said I don't understand. You're going to say it with your chest or you're going to hate from outside of the club. I don't care which one. I sent you a request. Get up here, get in the box, or just shut up. Sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that in the middle of us talking. Go ahead and tell me why you say that white women care about white supremacy.
Because I don't think that it is right to put any person in a certain box or any race or any group of people. But I don't agree with white supremacy, and I do care that it's not perpetuated. So okay. I don't know.
Yeah. So yes, when you first came up, you said, "Oh, I don't understand," and I said, "Okay, cool. And then I went through the diatribe, and then I came back and I said, now tell me why you say white women don't care about white supremacy. You were saying, because your original thing was you came up and said that, oh, you said white women are white supremacists, where I had to clarify that's not what it says. I said white women don't care about white supremacy. She's like, I don't understand why you would say that. So the point being is you came up for a debate, and we are going through that debate. Now, again, if you are seeking a way to actually be better, because you sitting here saying that, oh, that doesn't apply, I actually care about white supremacy. No, you don't. You don't. Like, you didn't come up here because you was like, you know what? Hey, I care about white supremacy. I know, or I want to care about white supremacy. Hey, Santana, can you tell me, like, what can I do to actually fight white supremacy? How can I actually be better? You know why I know you didn't say that? Because if you would have said that, then I would have just sent you back to the chat, because that's not the debate. So you're being willfully, I don't want to call you willfully obtuse, but you're being dishonest.
No, this thing I specifically said is I don't understand why you say that. And I was trying to understand so I could not be a person in that group.
Okay. You came up here because you didn't understand why I said, no, you didn't understand why I said white women are white supremacists, which I corrected you and told you I never said that white women are white supremacists. That's why you originally requested up. But listen, I think that at this point, it's getting pedantic, right? The fact of the matter is that you are sitting here now saying like, oh, how do I actually become someone who cares about white supremacy? You know how you do it? It's the things that I said. And no,
and I heard
I'm
you,
not
and
going to educate you.
No, I heard you. I'm going to educate myself. And that's what I came up here for, is because I don't understand why you said that. I don't understand what I need to be doing differently. But I recognize that apparently I do need to do something differently, because what I was doing. I'm so confused about your point about that.
Okay. So I'm going to put you on mute for a second because you guys like some feedback. Your audio is like kind of wicked.
I mean, I do.
In the case, you might want to check it as causing an affair to group people together. I know you see that request. Get back up here, you coward. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, like I was saying, if you're connected to some type of Bluetooth, or if your phone is in the case, you might want to check it as causing an issue with your audio. So I'm sending your request to come off mute. Let's see if the background sound has adjusted.
I had a fan on, I turned it off.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you think it's unfair to group people together and then, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I do. Like, I just don't understand where you're coming from when you say that.
Okay. So let's run down a quick logic train. You said you care about white supremacy because you don't like it, right?
I mean, I do not like it, but I more care that everyone is able to be themselves and not targeted for it, whether it's white supremacy or any other marginalized group.
Wait, I'm confused by your statement. Are you saying that people should be able to be white supremacists in peace?
No,
Can you tell me, so far, we've been listening to the introduction of you coming up here, and not once have I heard you mention anything about wanting to actually figure out a way to combat white supremacy or be better or anything like that. You started off saying that you don't understand. And then when I clarified and said that I'm not saying that white women are white supremacists, I said they don't care about white supremacy. And then you went on, and the next thing you talked about was why you think that it's unfair to group people together, and also saying that on an individual basis that you don't like white supremacy. And then you went on to say, like, people should just let people be. And then we had to go through the whole clarification point of like saying, oh, are you saying like let white supremacists just do the thing? And you talked about all that. Hey, when did you say like, hey, Santana, I'm a white woman and I feel like I care, but I don't think that I'm doing things the right way. Can you help point me in the direction of like resources and things that I can do so I can actively fight against white supremacy? When did you say that?
I did say that. I said I didn't understand. And how do I make changes? And then you told me
you never said that you don't understand. And how that's after you and I went through the whole cat analogy and everything. You're gaslighting me now. You're gaslighting me because you came up here and
You're
originally
gaslighting me.
No, we just listened to the audio. Don't play in my face, lady. You're so uncomfortable that I've had you caught this entire time, and now you're sitting here trying to play in my face. You're not going to play in my face. I literally just rolled that beautiful bean footage. I know you heard that. Don't sit here and pretend like we didn't just listen to you say the shit that you said. Like that's a you thing.
Have this conversation with Parker and Dean?
I have this conversation with every fucking one. You can sit here and try to say Parker, and I don't care what you want to hear. No. So now I'm right. Listen, now you're fucking jealous. Now I've triggered you so bad, and I've called out the fact that not only do you not care about white supremacy, but you actually are upholding white supremacy. Now you're just like spamming you're just riding their coattail. Whether you should no, fuck that, stop it. I don't care about you trying to gaslight. I don't care about your virtual signaling. I don't care what conversation you want to have or hear me have with my friends. You came onto my live to debate me, and now you're terrified because I'm calling you out because you thought that you were special and not knowing that I was literally looking for people like you. Performative people who don't really care or who pretend to care. But you know what's worse than being performative? Being someone who wants to look like they actually are a good person and they care while actively not giving a fuck. That's why you said, well, people should just be able to be. We should just let people be. And then when you heard yourself say that out loud, you was like, damn, I fucked up. I did just say that we should let white supremacists just do their thing. Damn, I can't say that. Now I have to backtrack and cover. And now that I have you completely exposed, the only thing that you can do is start pointing at other people instead of holding a fucking mirror up to yourself and reflecting on the conversation that we had. You've been running this entire time and you are upset that I'm calling you out on your BS. But guess what? It's still your BS.
The first thing I said is I don't understand.
We've already listened to what you said again. We've already been down this entire diatribe. You can sit here and try to gaslight me all you want to. You can sit here. Literally before you came up here, I said it only requests up. I've been saying this entire time, only requests up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with something on the background. So
okay, well then maybe I shouldn't have come up.
No, you should have. You should have because you don't care about white supremacy. You've admitted that you didn't care about white supremacy.
I was asking you how I.
You admitted that you don't care about white supremacy. You said that. Those were your words. You said you don't care about white supremacy. And now you're upset that I'm literally just pointing out what you said. That came out of your mouth. You said, I don't care about white supremacy. You said it.
That's because you walked me into.
I didn't walk you in. I didn't force you to say that you don't care. No, you said that on your own. I said, what do you do to actively fight white supremacy on a daily basis? I said, that was the question. I wanted to know, what do you actually do? And you said, I don't care about white supremacy. That was your choice.
When you asked that question, that was not my answer.
I'm not going to go back and play.
I wanted to learn how to be different.
No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. You're lying. You're lying, and you're not going to gaslight me. And I've refused to let you sit here and play as if that's what you were originally doing, because that is not the case. You are absolutely lying. We just listened to the beginning of the live again. Please stop trying. Lady, you are caught in 4K. I literally just played the sound back, and we just walked through the timeline again. You came up here because you didn't understand why I said that white women are white supremacists, and I had to clarify that that's not what I said. And I said white women don't care about white supremacy, and then you said, I don't understand why you would say that. And I said, fine. And then I said, thank yous. And then I came back and I said, hey, tell me why you think white women care about white supremacy. And you said, well, I don't think it's fair for people to group all these people into one group. And then I know on a personal basis, I don't like white supremacy. So you can pretend as if you came up here to try to seek understanding, to be better and all this other stuff, but you're fucking lying. You came up here because you originally thought that I was calling white women white supremacists. And then when I corrected it, you switched to saying, well, I don't understand why you would even say white women don't care about white supremacy. And then we've been going on and on and on. And the only point that you ever got to the point of saying like, well, hey, what can I do, was after I went through all of the analogies. I had to invoke the emotion of your cat in order for you to actually empathize with the things that I was saying. Until you didn't show the actual ability to connect on a human level until I personalized it with your cat. That's the only reason that it started to connect for you. That and you kept trying to separate yourself from my questions. That's why I kept talking about you and your cat. You wanted to separate it so you could actually make it fit, but you can't separate it if it's you specifically. So that's why I kept the pressure on you and your cat. I literally do this every day, and I know how to hold your hand to make you see the point. Now, the funny part about making you see the point is now that you've seen the point, you're trying to change the narrative because you don't want to seem like a shitty person. I don't care about you looking like a shitty person. I just want you to be a better person. That's it.
I said, I don't understand. And I asked you how to help me do that. And
when did you say that? When did you say that?
No, I said, I don't understand.
When did you say that?
I said, I don't understand.
When did you? No, you didn't. You didn't say, I don't understand. And how can you help me be better? You didn't say that. You said you didn't understand. I literally just said that thing again. You're playing in my face. Now I need you to answer the question. When did you say that you don't understand as far as what you need to do and what can you do to be better? When did you say that?
I didn't say that verbatim. I said, I don't understand.
When did you say, I don't understand what to do and what should I do next? When did you, I'm paraphrasing. Sure, you didn't say that verbatim. Paraphrasing. When did you admit that you didn't fully get what to do and you wanted some help on what's next?
In the beginning of the conversation.
I have a serious question for you. I have a very, very serious question for you.
Sure.
Are you someone that is unwilling to accept accountability because you think that you have a right to comfort? Or are you just a flat out liar? So you're just a flat out liar. Okay, got it.
No, I'm neither.
No, you're one of the two. You're one of the two.
I'm not.
You're literally one of the two, because I've played the actual, tell me where in the actual audio that I just played where you said, I am looking for help. Because yes, I admit you came up here and you said, I don't understand why you would say white women are white supremacists. And then I said, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying white women don't care about white supremacy. And then you said, well, I don't understand why you would say that. So tell me from the very beginning, when did you say, hey, I'm a white woman. I care about white supremacy and I want to fight it, but I don't know what to do. Can you tell me what steps should I take?
When I don't know how to do something, I tell someone I don't understand because I'm looking for guidance.
That's not the question. That's not the question. Answer the question. When did you say that? Did you say it from the beginning? Did you say from the beginning, hey, I care about white supremacy. I know I'm not doing enough. What steps do I need to take so I can actively fight back or be better? When did you say that?
I said I don't understand. And
can you answer the question? When did you say
that? Why are you leading me to try to admit
I'm not leading? You did admit that you didn't know what steps to take. And then I gave you the fucking cat analogy again, talking about, oh, when you were a cat owner, hey.
You didn't have to give it to me twice.
I had
you told me what I needed to do, and I took that in, and I'm going to. I
did not. I said, because you were like, hey, Santana, what can I do? How do I do this? And I said, oh, let me ask you a question. When you're a cat owner, how long have you been a cat owner? Oh, I've been a cat owner for 12 years. Oh, prior to that, did you ever have any pets? Well, when I was a kid, I had a cat and 2 dogs. Oh, well, hey, there's a difference between having pets as a kid and as an adult, right? Ha ha ha, yeah, there is. You remember all that now? Do you remember you and I going back and forth and talking about that, and then me telling you like, hey, did you just know the things, or did you talk to people? Oh, hey, would you talk to someone that has a dog about your cat issues? Do you remember that conversation now?
I said I don't understand, and then you went into the cat analogy instead of just answering my question on how do I change and make the proper steps.
Was that at the beginning of our conversation or after I had to take you through the whole thing?
In the beginning, I asked that.
No,
and then you went
answer the question directly. No, stop it. Answer the question directly. When was that portion of me telling you about you being a cat owner? Was that at the very beginning, or was that after walking you through understanding why I say white women don't care about white supremacy?
After I asked what to do different, you brought up cats.
Exactly, because that's the only point that you started to seek to do something. Because prior to that, when did you say, what can I do?
After
we just listened to the audio.
And then I said, I don't know what to do different.
Okay. So I have the audio paused right now.
Why are you putting me in such a box?
Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I'm angry because you're a fucking liar. I don't care about you trying to feign to be a victim. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're not. I don't care about you pretending. I don't care about you pretending that something's happening to you right now. You came up here because you felt uncomfortable. I've confronted you with your racism and upholding of white supremacy, and now you're lashing out. You tried to lash out and gaslight. You tried to lash out and say, well, you aren't talking to Parker and Dean. And now you're trying to lash out and say, I don't understand why you're so angry. I'm so angry because I fucking hate white supremacy, and you should be as angry as I am. That's why I'm angry. The difference is you don't care about white supremacy and I do. Now answer this question. Are you saying that you said prior to, because we've listened to this audio, and at no point have you said anything yet about how can I actually be better? Are you saying that prior to me finishing explaining to you why I say you don't care about white supremacy, with making the analogy with your cat and taking it to the vet and buying it toys and all that, are you telling me that prior to that you said, hey, how do I actually be better because I care? Is that what you're saying? Thank you for the cake. You have to unmute yourself.
I was just waiting for you because before you were, I was just letting you speak the way you wanted. I came up and I said, I don't understand. I did say, I want to know what to do. And you started talking about my
When
cat.
did you say that?
In the beginning.
Okay. Perfect. So you're saying that you said in the beginning, you want to know what to do. All right. Can we both agree?
The first thing that I said is I don't understand. And then instead of trying to help me understand,
no. Stop trying to change it. Stop trying to change it. I agree that you said you don't know what you said. You don't know what to do. And then I just said, when did you say that you want to know and what to do? I'm sorry. You already said that you don't understand. I apologize. I've already admitted that you came up and you said that you don't understand. And then I just said, when did you say you don't know what to do? And so are you saying that you stated you don't know what to do because you were seeking help? Are you saying that you said that at the beginning?
I said that at the beginning portion of our conversation, yes.
Okay, perfect. So are you saying, so we've listened to the start of it so far. Are you saying that you said this prior to me giving you the analogy about how it looks to care about something by using your cat? Are you saying that you said that before that?
I'm saying that I didn't interrupt you when you decided to start.
Can you answer the question? Can you answer the question? Can you answer the question?
I was coming up asking for help.
Can you answer the question? At what point?
It's a disingenuous question.
At what point did you say I need help?
After you went on and on about my cat, but that's not why I asked. I came up because that's what I was wondering.
No, you didn't. You came up, and we've already played the audio. You came up because you thought that I was calling white women white supremacists. Stop fucking lying.
I came in because I didn't understand, and I was asking how to do things different. And
you,
I'm sorry.
At no point did you say that you're trying to do something different. You didn't say, what can I do, until I got you to understand why I was saying that you don't care about white supremacy.
It had nothing to do with your little cat story that you had to bring up. The entire reason I came up is because I don't understand and I wanted to know what to do differently.
When did you say what to do differently? Now you're just... When did you say that? Did you say that at the beginning?
I don't know when I said it.
I know when you said it because I've been going.
After the reason why I know. Cat.
Yes, exactly. The reason why.
It had nothing to do with you talking about my cat.
It had to. It did. It did. It absolutely did. Stop lying. The reason why I know for a fact, that you never once said, hey, I want to be better. What should I do? Because I've had this conversation so many times, and there has never been a point where I have gotten past that point and continue with the conversation after telling white women what to do. I've said the same thing over and over and over. You're just gaslighting and you're lying. And I don't understand, why is it so hard to admit that that's not what you were doing? You don't want to seem like a bad person, but we caught you in 4K. I've already played the sound. I've played the audio, and the only thing that you've tried to do is run from accountability. So the question I have again is, are you someone that just refused to accept accountability, or are you just a liar?
I don't know why you keep muting me, because I'm not saying anything. I'm neither of those things. I was coming up and I was asking you to help me understand so I could know how to not be that person anymore. And then you were the one who decided to start talking about my cats because you thought that that would make me understand, but maybe it made other people understand.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
Well, Well,
you said don't lie.
Don't understand why.
Perfect. And
Don't understand.
yeah, I didn't think you would. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Mr. Therapist don't want those. I don't know who that is. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, but I don't understand why you think that white women are white supremacists.
That's not what it says.
Well,
it says white women don't care about white supremacy.
Okay, well then that's what I don't understand.
Okay, we can talk about it. Can you give me 2 seconds? So at this point, have you said anything about wanting to be better?
I don't know how to fix something if I don't know how it's broken. That's
can
why
you
I
answer the question? Can you answer the question? Okay, I'm not trying to lead you to anything. I'm not trying to lead you to anything. I just want to understand. Are you saying at this point, have you said that you want help with being better? Yes or no?
Yes.
When did you say it with the audio that we just listened to?
I don't understand is a way of asking for help.
You said you don't understand, meaning you want to understand why I'm saying that. That was your entire premise. And
right. So that's if I understood why you said that, then I could be different.
No. Just because you want to understand something does not mean that you want to be better. I can want to understand. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, I don't care. No, you flat out said it. You flat out said it.
That I don't understand. I don't understand because I want to learn.
No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just want to virtue signal. You want to seem as if you're not a bad person. And guess what? From this entire time that you and I have been up on here on this live, I didn't think that you were a bad person when you first requested up. Hell, I don't think in general, the white women that come up to actually debate this topic are bad people. But you know what I've realized about you? You're a shitty person. You're just a shitty person, and that's you, because you lack accountability, you lack the ability to actually intellectually engage, and either you are a liar or you're just someone that is a professional gaslighter. Because me playing back this sound over and over and over, which is something that I don't normally do. I don't find enjoyment with pulling back up the audio that's already played and going back and listening to it. But you are so dug in and you want to hold on to the right to comfort, which your right to comfort is literally a tenet of white supremacy. And you now feel some type of way, so much so that you tried to point the fingers at other people. You have gaslit, you have obfuscated, you have done anything possible except actually deal with your shit. You are fighting against dealing with your shit.
I came up and I asked how to understand so I could be different. If I wanted people to think I was a good person.
No, the fuck you didn't. W's in the chat for Marie for the $1 donation saying, this is for my sister and sisters and Stanley Cups. If you think he's talking about you with the white woman point, then yes, he is. And we are. Stick around and learn. If we know better, we do better. Marie, this was sent at the very beginning of the conversation. Guess what, Marie? She knows better and she's still not doing better. W's in the chat for Heather for the $8 donation saying, daily hugs, daily hugs. Thank you. Okay, I'm angry. I'm tired of the other white women getting defensive instead of taking stock of themselves and the other white women around them. until it's none of us, it's all of us. I'm tired of the women, and I'm unlucky enough to share the same damn skin with them. W's in the chat for Heather. Heather, again, a lack of accountability. Thank you for calling it out. W's in the chat for Caitlin. Caitlin sent a $5 donation. Said, "Hi, didn't mean anything negative about the." Oh, all good. All good. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. We're good. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I appreciate the 5. W's in the chat for Kelsey for the $2 donation. Said, tell her the book White Fragility. Why is it so hard for white people to talk about racism by Dr. Robin DiAngelo is a good place to start. Love you, Santana. Love you too, Kelsey. Hey, that's another white woman. W's in the chat for Lauren, another white woman, who sent a $10 donation saying, thank you so much for holding these debates and conversations. I learned so much from you every day about holding myself accountable and deconstructing things. Also, love hearing you call people donuts. Thank you so much, Lauren. W's in the chat for Lauren for that $10 donation. W's in the chat for Rachel for the $5 donation saying, Santana, your ability to point out internalized racism is such a compassionate way is amazing. And your explanation for the white women / white men supremacy topic was really helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachel, another white woman. Let's see. W's in the chat for Heather, who sent another $5 donation saying, let me up. I'll deal with her. OMG, I'm so angry right now. I was going to offer to help her. Nope, fuck her. God damn. W's in the chat for Heather. W's in the chat for Manders, who said a $1 donation saying, friendly reminder to the viewers that Santana cannot lead people anywhere they didn't want to go. She chose to make the bed terribly. Now she better lie in it. W's in the chat for Manders. W's in the chat for Kyle, who sent a $5 donation saying, what a lot of people don't understand about this topic is it takes just as much self-reflection and they see themselves in a bad life. Kyle literally said you got to hold that mirror up. W's in the chat for Miss Torres for the $2 donation saying, stop with the white woman victimizing guests. You flipped into your white supremacy when you brought up 2 white men as if Santana needs a white man to be successful. She did say I was riding off the coattail of them. Holy shit. I forgot that she tried to play in my face with that, but whatever. We all heard you. You are the problem and you proved the point. Rude and disingenuous. W's in chat for Miss Torres for the 2. W's in chat for Jeff for the $2 donation. What up, Just Devin, who sent a $2 donation saying, please tell the whining Karen that she proved your point that white women don't care about white supremacy because telling a black man that he's only riding white people coattails is hella racist. Santana is where he is because of his own work and merit. W's in the chat for Just Devin. I literally forgot that she told me that I was doing that, but whatever. W's in chat for Brittany, another white woman, who sent a $5 donation saying, this woman thinks just saying, oh, I don't understand is the same as asking the question and seeking out opportunity. Classic white woman fragility. Ooh. W's in the chat for Just Dragon for the $1 donation says, tired of teaching white women just to be better. I know that's right. And W's in the chat for Sid. What up, Sid? Who sent a $20 YouTube super chat to say, saying you don't understand is not the same as asking for help. I'm autistic and I'm taking you at what you said. Autistic people are so wait, hold on. I don't know what you meant by yeah. And people are so annoying sometimes when they hide their message. Oh yes, people are so annoying sometimes when they hide their message. You never said what you said you said. You never said what you said you said. Right. She didn't say it with her chest. W's in the chat for that. And last but not least, W's in chat for Amanda, another white woman, who sent a $2 donation saying, as a white woman, I've learned that not only asking black people to do the work is one of the first steps. Then when we're called out on things, we humbly accept the correction and do better. And then parentheses that we don't make excuses. Please ask her to read They Were Her Property. Yep, that's a good one as well. W's in the chat for Petty. What up, Petty? Who sent a $1 donation saying normalizing recommending books by black women. Facts. Big facts. W's in the chat for Petty. W's in the chat for Brittany for the $2 donation saying I'm not white, but my mama I'm not white, but my mama is. Got it, Brittany. W's in the chat. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to take one more second and say, have you Have you saw the errors of your ways, and are you willing to actually admit that you've been gaslighting, you were wrong, and you just want to be better?
I do want to be better, and I'm glad that some of the donations had some book recommendations, because that's what I came up here to look for.
So you're not going to admit that you were gaslighting and lying. Cool. What up, Solid?
Hey, bud. What's up, friendo? Blood pressure a little high?
I got a little bit of a cortisol spike.
A little cortisol going on? That's okay. You know, I don't know if you know this about me. I'm the white woman whisperer.
No, I could have sworn I was, but apparently I don't have it. Not with this one.
Okay, Pasha, may we speak?
Of course.
Are you familiar with the woman I have on my background?
I don't have my readers on. I am not.
Not my ugly mug in the camera. You said what?
I am not.
Okay. Are you familiar with a young man by the name of Emmett Till?
No.
Just gathering information here.
No.
Gathering information.
I'm writing the books down. I'm writing the name of the man down. If you'll tell me the name of the woman, like, I want to learn.
You want to learn?
I want to learn how to be better.
Okay, all
because
right.
what I was doing was not enough.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let me ask you a question. Real quick. You got 5 seconds. Name 3 black people. 4.
Malcolm
3,
X, Obama,
2, 1.
Denzel Washington.
Fucking Mount Rushmore of black dudes. Okay. All right. I can't help but notice you didn't name any that you know in your personal life. Let's try that.
I was naming ones that you know.
On your mark, get set, go. 4.
Randy, Shaq,
3,
and
2,
Dominic.
1. Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow,
Diesel?
not that Shaq. My friend at work.
The Man of Steel.
Shaq
Shazam.
Daddy.
It's my friend at work.
Oh, it's your friend at work. Okay. Does he know that?
Yeah.
He knows he's your friend?
Yep.
Okay. Why haven't you asked him?
Because he doesn't say that white women support supremacy or white women : white supremacy.
Ain't no, wait, I'm sorry, Silent. I'm sorry. Ain't no fucking way you still don't know what the actual topic is when I've explained it multiple times and I've replayed it like 4 times. Ain't no fucking way you don't even know what the topic is. Ain't no fucking way.
That's why I called it, or that's why I asked. I didn't understand where you were coming from. How could I ask my friend a question if I didn't know the topic?
Pasha, the topic is white women don't care about white supremacy. But I am making the claim that white women are white supremacists. And I think that you make a strong case for white women being white supremacists. I'm doing a little groundwork here. We're building up to something here. Okay. By the way, is Shaq your friend's full name?
No, I forgot what his real name is because we don't actually write on paper or anything. We stand around and talk.
That's your friend, but you don't know his full name. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
My friend at work.
We don't know who Carolyn Bryant is. We don't know who Emmett Till is. We don't know who. We don't know Shaq's full name. Let me see. What else are we doing? Oh, okay. Mount Rushmore of black people -1. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm gonna be frank with you. I'm gonna give you a diagnosis, and I'm gonna hold your hand with a Kleenex in between when I tell you this. Okay. Look me in my eyes. You have racism.
I hear you, and if I do, it's unintentional, and that's why I came up, because I don't want to be that way, and I want to know how to be different.
I disagree. I think you came up. I think you came up because you were angered by what was on the background.
Well, then why was the first thing out of my mouth I don't understand instead of that's not true or getting mad about it?
Nope. The first thing you said was, I don't know. I don't understand why you're saying that white women are white supremacists.
Nope, I didn't say all that. I said I don't understand.
You're fucking lying. We played it.
You're just assuming what I didn't understand.
Pasha, please stop arguing with a black man. It's dangerous. It's deadly to black men. Because it's not safe. White women aren't safe. They're not safe to be around. They're not safe to talk to. So here's the deal. The plausible deniability is the answer to your question. You asked, why did you say you didn't understand? Because you do understand. You understand that you can't outright come in and appear to be the bad guy in the situation. So you hid behind feigned ignorance. There's a woman named Carolyn Bryant Dunham that lied and said that a young boy whistled at her and said, "Hey, baby," or "Thank you, baby," to her. That angered white men so severely that they tortured the young man. They took his life. They threw him in a river, tied him down to I want to say a tire rim. And when his body was recovered, it was unrecognizable. His mother hosted a funeral where they held his casket open so that everyone could see it. And it literally sparked the civil rights movement. That the boy's mother, the boy's name was Emmett Till. The boy's mother's name was Mammy Till. And the woman who told the lie about the whistle and the wink was Carolyn Bryant Dunham. And she held on to that lie until a few years ago. This is a way to be violent. You're in the middle of being violent, Pasha. While doing the plausible deniability, saying that you don't understand things and you want to be better and you just don't understand the conversation. But really, I think you understand your power. I think you understand what you represent to white men. But furthermore, I would like to discourage you from playing into white supremacist roles because women are not actually regarded as full humans under our white supremacist model. It's patriarchal and misogynistic. In fact, women, especially white women, have been black women have been objectified wholesale, but white women have been objectified for the purpose of justifying violence. So whenever a white woman looks like she's been harmed by, especially in relationship to black men, it mobilizes white men to enact violence against the white men use that as an excuse to enact violence against black men. If I told you that what you're doing here on this live was that severe, what would you say to that?
I would say that I'm very sorry, and I came up here so I could learn how to not be that kind of person, because that was the whole point of me coming up, is to try to learn and to be different.
Okay, thank you for that. Real quick, is everything in your house like functioning well? Like your sink's working?
Not all of it, no.
Okay. Can you name me an item that isn't functioning well?
My shower head leaks because I was the one that had to install it after
shower head's leaking.
A certain thing, and my garage door is kind of here or there. The front door, it won't stay shut. You have to make sure that you lock the door. The sprinklers are not functioning quite yet. There's a lot of things that are.
Okay. Let's talk about the shower head. How did you fix the shower head?
I put a rag over the top so it doesn't spurt up to the ceiling and it just gets absorbed by the rag.
Okay. What about the installation?
I did it. And
did you just do it off of just like GP, or did you look up how to do it?
No, I looked at the instructions.
Solid. Just FYI, like, I did this with her cat. She's just gonna be disingenuous. FYI, but you can keep going.
Okay, no worries. We're about to land.
No, and now I do get your point. I read the directions on how to install the shower head. So I need to read to learn how to change. So
Yeah.
I totally get that analogy. Thank you for that.
Read a fucking book.
I will read a fucking book.
Yeah, read a fucking book.
I will read a fucking book.
Yeah. That's what you should do. You should go.
That
you want to
was
learn
the
to be a
simple
better
answer.
person?
That was
You
all
want to
I
learn to
was
be a
coming
better
up here
person?
to ask
Excuse
about.
me. Excuse me. I don't know where in the world you would spawn the idea that a black man on TikTok is going to be your source to labor for you. You don't go to fucking college and tell them motherfuckers like, what do you mean? What do you mean amygdala?
No, I go to college and they give
cognitive
me
dissonance.
I go to college and then they tell me what book to read.
What do you mean conjugating verbs? You pay them.
And when I don't understand, I say that, and then they help me understand, and they lead me to books.
Okay.
Yes.
Where is
they
the
tell me what
contract?
books to read.
Where is the contract between you and Santana? That
I
his
have
job
given
is to educate
Santana
you?
money. Well,
Where
because he
is the
said that up there.
contract
So
between? Excuse me. I want you to answer the question I asked you, and I want you to answer it directly. Where is the contract between you and Santana that his role in your relationship is that of educator?
he has a list of things that are up on his TikTok for people to come and talk about. And I guess I shouldn't have come up because I was asking questions.
Yeah.
I didn't want to debate about it. I wanted to ask questions.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You shouldn't have come up. You should have read a
I'm
fucking book.
I'm sorry, Solid. Can you give me 2 seconds?
I got you.
All right, hold on. I didn't think you would. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I will read that out. Mr. Therapist, I don't know who that is. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter, but I don't understand why you think that white women are white supremacists.
Hey, right before I like even started speaking to you, like literally right before, I said only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. I said that multiple times.
Right.
And
So
you heard that before I said that. But then also, I just want to call out from the beginning that, again, you didn't come up for educational purpose. You came up because you thought that I was saying white women are white supremacists. Anyway, go ahead and finish, Solid. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good stopping point, right? I think that from the information we have, we can all reasonably surmise that you were just upset by the idea that Santana would be saying that white women are white supremacists. But I believe that wholesale, and this is like more supporting evidence. I'm just going to put this in my bank, in my repository of evidence. More so, excuse me, I don't want you to respond. More so, chat. You see? Do you see? Hey, chat. You see? Huh?
Yeah, I shouldn't have come up because I didn't come up for a debate. I came up to understand why that was on there. So that was my bad. I shouldn't have come up.
Thanks for letting me up, man. I appreciate you, man. So I be wanting to play, man, and you don't be letting me play, but you let me play today, man.
You know what it is.
Man. I owe you.
Oh, I get like I got another message and I had to let somebody know, like, wait, what? No. Like when I tell you, I don't necessarily see you guys when I get so locked in. Like it's not that and I've told people many times, like, hey, you gotta like let me know that you're here. Like, you gotta shoot me a Discord or something, or if you're gonna text me, like hit the because I'm always on D&D, you gotta hit like send anyway, because if not, I'll get so locked in and won't notice you guys until like it's already done. So no, absolutely, I appreciate you, Solid.
For sure. Can I do a quick plug?
You got
it. Is that okay?
Come on now.
Oh yeah. All right. Hey y'all. For those of you who do want to read a fucking book, I will be teaching a class mid-month next month on racism, on race, ethnicity. It is a sociology 180 class. So it's 180 level, it's second year level. All that I ask is that you review the Discussing Racism 101 classes before entering. It's only for paid subscribers to the Patreon, so please hit me up there. Y'all. W Santana. Thanks, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and kick me and have someone that wants to debate? Because I just wanted to come up to learn, so that was my bad. I shouldn't have come up because I didn't want to debate. I wanted to learn, and yeah, that was my bad. And I appreciate you telling me that I need to read, because you're not going
to admit that you like lied and gaslit us.
Nope.
Okay. Can you admit that you're just a disingenuous person?
Nope. None of those things are true, so I'm not going to admit any of that. I came up because I wanted to learn, and luckily with some of your donations, people had book recommendations because you didn't give me any. But I now have a platform to start off and
not gonna read shit.
From.
Stop lying. You're not gonna read shit. Stop lying.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can think what you want, but at least some
lying.
other people gave some book recommendations, so I can actually figure out what I am supposed to be doing.
Sure, you are.
That statement is a little less true.
Sure you are. Hey, Kay.
Hey. Just a quick question. If you had the intent to come up here and ask for recommendations or to learn, why did you think that he owed you that?
I asked because that's his opinion and he has it on there, and I wanted to understand.
Have you ever watched Santana before?
I have. I only just stopped following him.
Wait. Kay, you might have missed the part. I'm sure she's watched me because she was clear. She was clear enough to articulate the fact that, not her running. Kay, she literally said, well, maybe you should have this conversation with Dean and Parker instead of riding their coattails. That's when she took the opportunity to say that's how much she's seen me when I was quote unquote riding their coattails.
Amazing. That's the second time she's been on your panel, and every time I've come up to address her, she's run.
I don't remember her. I feel like I would remember that. Oh.
It's been a while. And she always wants to learn and thinks that, people should hand feed her and, give her the spoon. But, okay. You have a wonderful day.
All right, Kay. I appreciate you. What the fuck are we doing, guys? Oh, shit. What are we doing? Oh, I feel like... I apologize to everyone for losing my cool in a multitude of ways, especially on this topic, because it is a topic that I do think that a lot of people like to engage with in earnest and genuinely try. I think that there's a lot of opportunity in order to get to a good place. And I don't think that most people come up with the same type of intent. And I think that I allow the gaslighting and the feigned victimization and all the other stuff to actually I apologize for yelling, chat. And yeah, Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Who's crying in the comments? What does this person say? Nah, I lost respect for you, Santana. Shaking my head. That was wrong. I'll judge her. Oh, you said you lost respect. I don't care. I'm muting you. Come up here and tell me about all the respect that you lost. I just muted you. Beansy Breeze, you said you lost respect for me. Well, come up here and tell me about all the respect that you lost. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Hey, Santana. First, let me just say, I've watched Dean and Parker for over a year, and they actually, because of their lives, actually had me to switch sides. I no longer am a Trump supporter, thanks to their lives. I will say I've watched you off and on for a couple months, and I am a disabled veteran. So sometimes some of the things you do say or whatever does make my anxiety get sky high, and I have to jump off. So I'm not going to run or try to run from this, but my anxiety might get the best of me.
Yeah.
So I do HR, and I do recruiting and hiring and all that. I've been doing this for 17 years. Part of that was military. And I am not, and again, I'm going to just be frank and say a little bit of this might be for educational purposes on my side. Let me
pause you. Go ahead. Just for half a second. Hey, chat.
Yes.
Not you. Just hold tight. Hey, chat. Please be respectful. Please be respectful. I think that understanding the amount of courage it takes, period, for anyone just to hop in front of a camera in front of a couple of people, let alone in front of thousands of people. And then you put on top of that like different levels of anxiety or mental health issues or whatever the case may be. So let's not be rude. Let's keep it together. We can do this together. There's no reason for anyone to actually lash out and say anything negative. So please, please, please keep it in the pocket. Let's not do this. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. So like I said, prior to HR, I was doing military side, and through my military ranks, even doing HR, the white men, nothing but power thing. And again, I'm going to just be right up front and just say, this is really educational purposes on my side. So I can take this back and learn how to be better within my own field of study with recruiting and hiring. So prior to Trump becoming president, we had DEI as a big thing. And I am all about equal, fair, and opportunity across all the board. I traveled all across the United States to bring diversity into our workforce. I was huge on bringing diversity. When I was first, I'm a medically permanent disabled veteran from Iraq wars. And what I'm saying by that is when I was brought in doing the job I was doing, Barack Obama was our president. And we had a pilot site to bring in disabled veterans into the workforce where I work. And during 2 years, I had over 300 disabled veterans across the workforce placed into positions where I work. So in my own field of study, now this might be what all across the United States wide or worldwide, but from what I see within my field of study, HR, white men are not of power. We are actually the minorities in HR. And HR is typically Black females that are of authority. And if you are not
not females.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Black women. And if you aren't, you are basically ousted. I've had to work boot to rear to get where I am in HR. 17 years doing this, watching different individuals get promoted to the ranks and myself being passed up. And a lot of it had to do nothing with experience. It had to do with I was not, a Black female or a Black male.
Black woman.
Typically,
Black
HR
woman,
is not.
Let's make sure.
Yeah, sorry, Black woman.
Also, I want you to kind of land your plane here for me so I can hop in.
Yeah. So again, I would like to know how to be better with understanding the white men nothing but power issue when I don't see it on my field of study.
Okay. All right. So first and foremost, I I think the easiest way for you to understand this is that saying that you don't see a specific representation of a thing happening in a specific category does not absolve the actual thing happening as a whole, right?
Okay.
I absolutely understand that there are differences in different work groups. There's differences like in different areas where people live, and like there's different demographic that are dominated by, you know, certain people, certain groups, and all this other stuff. But when I talk about power, the power comes into play when we speak on the patriarchal system, and then also the coalescing of power under white men, i.e. the history of our country when it comes to white men. And then also even today, white men who are willing to give up any and everything to maintain power while not actually holding power themselves. Right. That's why so many people, for some reason, scream that, oh, like Elon Musk he deserves to be the richest man on earth because he's the smartest man on earth. Like they think that for some reason being a billionaire equals deserving it. Right. And even though understanding that like that takes away from them. So the premise behind white men in power has nothing to do with like individuals. Right. It doesn't speak to the individual. It speaks to the collective unit and how the power has been and continues to be coalesced in the collective unit. And everyone that's a part of that unit are willing to sacrifice those things as a whole in order to maintain that power in that unit.
Yep. Okay. I totally agree. I was not tracking that point that you had on the back screen as being that. But now that I do, I have no argument to that. I totally agree with everything you just said. So, yeah, again, I appreciate that. Now, hey, one big thing I do want to take away from that last lady. I want to ask, how can I be better?
I want to say something really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes,
I would definitely recommend that you actually take a look at like Black women and the amount of time, energy, effort they pour into the workforce, because I know specifically you pointed towards Black women while you know you're saying that they dominate the HR field. While like being the point that I want to make sure you understand is that Black women are underrepresented in every way, shape, and form, no matter if it's the actual workforce, no matter if it's the political spectrum. Hell, we can talk about TikTok, right? Black women don't get amplified as much as Black men, and then Black women damn sure don't get amplified as much as white women or white men. And so when you talk about Black women being able to excel, the one thing that I will say, because you said that you may have been passed up due to the fact of not being a Black woman, I'll tell you, like Black women have never been given an opportunity because they were Black women. They've literally been stripped of opportunities because they're Black women. So like I would be remiss if I didn't call out the fact that while you may think that you have been disenfranchised for not being a Black woman, there has never been a situation where you are stacked up beside a Black woman and the Black woman is going to receive the access that a white man would, just based off the overall patriarchal system. Now, I understand that there could be other factors and all this other stuff, maybe a personal level, certain things happen. But overall, Black women, that's why, like when Donald Trump came back in power, you know, yes, the Black unemployment rate completely skyrocketed, but specifically Black women took the brunt of that and lost over 400,000 jobs. So like I like saying Black women when talking about HR, even if they have a heavy representation within your career field, that's not typical at all, not even close.
Okay. Hey, I really appreciate that. And I'm going to continue watching. Thank you, Santana. And hey, and the biggest thing I did want to ask one more is how, now I'm going to ask this because the lady did not. How can I be better in my career field? How can I be better to try, because DEI has gone away for right now with this administration. And of course, I don't support that. I am all about equal, fair, and opportunity across the board, bringing diversity in our workforce. I stand firm on that. How can I since I have to follow the Trump administration policies in the field of work that I'm in, how can I be a better person and try to bring diversity in the workforce when I'm being held by the standard by the administration?
Yeah. Do you know what DEIA is?
Diversity, inclusion. I'm trying to remember what the A stood for.
The A stands for accessibilities. It covers
Okay.
people like yourself, people with disabilities.
Yes.
So the reason why I bring up the A is because a lot of people try to bury the A, or they don't talk about the A, because having that conversation, highlighting the fact that people with disabilities, one, they exist. Two, we need to always keep them at the forefront of our mind, because more often than not, people present as being able-bodied instead of, being someone with a disability. But three, like DEIA overwhelmingly benefits people with disabilities as well, because DEIA is not about policy, right? There's no piece of legislation that has been put in place that implemented DEIA. It's all about understanding how do you break down those biases in order to promote the best space, right? Whether it's a workspace, whether it's like a community space, or whatever the case may be. So as far as what you can do, right? I mean, just because Donald Trump said, DEI is dead or whatever, like that has nothing to do with like always addressing internalized biases that you have because of privilege, right? One internalized bias that I have is, I'm inherently misogynistic because I'm a man. And so on a daily basis, I have to work on my misogyny, and I have to work to actively deconstruct my misogyny, while at the same time looking to use my privilege as a man to protect and amplify women and women voices, and like then taking the feedback in real time when it comes to falling short. So I guess to land my plane, it's not about a policy or someone saying that you can't do this or you can't do that. It's just working on those actual inherent biases that we all have.
Okay. Thank you. Because the biggest thing, and I saw some of the comments, the biggest thing is just so all your people that's watching understand what I'm meaning by policies. I did job fairs. So I traveled the United States and participated in job fairs. And in the Trump administration right now, we are forbid to participate in any job fair that has DEI. So one of the biggest job fairs that we participated in, and I can't mention who it is, but was BEA, Black Engineer of the Year Award. It's a very, very well-known, huge, massive job fair that is up in DC or Baltimore every year. Look it up, people. It is a very good job fair if you're looking to get employment. We used to participate every year. This last year in 25, we was actually blocked and forbidden to ever participate once again. By that job fair, I used to place 25 to 30 interns. We're talking, and bring diversity from DC and Baltimore back into where I live, into the workforce. And I am now forbidden from doing that. So that's I'm not meaning policy, written policy, but by the law right now that's being out from the Trump administration, we are forbidden to participate in any DEIA or DEI job fairs. So that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to get a little assistance on is, now how can I continue my work when I'm being blocked?
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up, Billy. And like I said,
you.
I mean, just because someone says that we can't do something formally doesn't mean that we can't still sharpen our tools to ensure that we are working on those things individually so we can still help the collective. So I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, look up at the top. 1.4 thousand of us hanging out, guys. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Turn on notifications. We only got 81 new followers on this stream. I know for a fact that we have more than 81 people who are watching that has not followed me. So guys, please hit that follow button, turn on notifications. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. It'll help push the VOD out to more people. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Oh, absolutely not. That was an accident. I listen
No
to you
worries.
every day. I
No
voted
worries.
for Kamala. And I was in HR for 16 years. I hired people. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
I got excited.
No worries. I appreciate you coming up. Thank you. I'm going to drop you down, okay?
Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. I'll say this. Having these topics are super interesting. Right. And I don't know if like, because I know there's a lot of people who do like kind of adjacent topics and talk about a lot of the things that I talk about. And I know I kind of like, I live in the world where, yes, I'm talking about politics. Yes, I'm talking about intersectionality. I kind of like dibble and dabble and go back and forth. And I know some of my friends specifically do either or. But the funny thing about like having these conversations, when I talk about like white men, white supremacy, white women, white supremacy, white men power, and all this other stuff, it's so interesting when people start screaming like, oh, you're a racist, or why is everything that you talk about race, and da 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 da. And it's so interesting. And I think to myself, like, do you think that I just wake up every day and I'm like, oh, time for me to go up here and call out white people so I can get called the N-word 50,000 times? Time for me to call out racism so I can be called a racist. Time for me to actually talk about the shit that's gonna make people crash out and it's gonna make my head hurt and my, fucking blood pressure raise. I'm super interested to understand why people think that like that's my mission or my goal or something. I have no fucking idea. And Debbie's in the chat for Petty, guys. Petty said, if you need book recommendations, send me a DM. Debbie's in the chat for Petty. I just like, I don't necessarily enjoy these topics at all. If I'm going to be honest, like I don't enjoy the topics that I talk about. Because they solicit such an emotional response that more often than not, instead of people actually wanting to deal with debating them or like seeking to understand or anything, it's always an emotional response. Like it's always people thinking that I'm somehow personally attacking them. And so since I'm personally attacking them, they can't get to the point of the conversation. And the one thing that I am very much about is finding a way to get to the point of the conversation. But it's hard to get there if the people that you're trying to have the conversation with feel personally attacked. The one thing that I want to tell any and everyone who is looking at these topics and making a decision whether or not you want to debate about them, it's not personal. I don't know you. It's not personal. I don't know you. Your name is not on my background. This is not a call out live for you specifically. Hell, this isn't even a call out live for white women or anything like this is literally a call in situation because I have faith in white women. Like that's why white men, I don't know. White men, you guys got some work to do. White women, I have faith in white women, but I feel like we got to give them that push. David said, well, quit your damn line. I have no idea what you're talking about, David, but come up here and tell me about it. I'm going to go ahead and mute you. Like the one thing that I absolutely detest is cowards. Kobe said, I don't. God damn, Athena. Athena said, not me. Not me. David, get up here. I sent you that request. You're muted. Come up here and tell me about it. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't get any of this, honestly. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't understand. I don't understand why people feel personally attacked. And maybe that's just a me thing, right? Maybe it's because I truly live by the premise of if it doesn't apply, let it fly. What are you talking about, Noah? 107 days clears all of the wait, Du Bois works. Yeah. Santana, do you think Asian supremacy is bad in China? 99% of Asian men have power. John, I'm not going to debate you from the comments. That's a stupid comment. I'm going to send you a request and I'm going to mute you. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I started doing this last night. For anyone that didn't get an opportunity to see the live last night, for people that are like requesting up like trolls, if you request up and you got one follower following 0 people or any shit like that, I'm just going to block you until you go get your main account. I swear, I'm just going to block you until you go get your main account. I'm so tired. I'm so sick and tired of cowards. Like, when I tell you, the internet has made people comfortable with not getting punched in the mouth. That's the downfall of the internet and social media. Because now people are so comfortable not getting punched in the mouth. And so since they are so comfortable with that, they feel like they can say or do whatever they want. And so they say and do things that they would never say and do in public. Like, that's why when people come on here and they like, you know, do all the weird shit, like I don't get upset when they're, oh yeah, I'll do this and da da da. I'm like, dude, we're on the internet. We're literally on the internet. I'll tell you guys a funny story really quick. So my wife and I were supposed to be going out with some friends, right? And, you know, I'm 39. This was maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, right? 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm at the point where like I've done clubs and I spent all my time growing up going to clubs and all this other stuff. So I don't really do clubs. I don't really like crowded places. I don't like a lot of people. I don't like tight spaces. I don't like any of that. I'm not interested in standing up all night. I'm not interested in like sliding past people. I'm not interested in people stepping on my feet this entire time. I'm not interested in being in a hot, sweaty, smelly club and just so I can pay, you know, $20 for a double Jack and Coke or something. Like, I have no interest in all that shit, like none. But I do it because 1, I love going out with my wife, but 2, we were going out with some of her and her friends. So they wanted to go to a club or whatever, right? And so the thing about your good buddy Santana, is if you ever really wanted to know what I'm about, Andre 3000 has this great line, and Andre 3000 said, "Ain't a hood N-word, just the N-word from the hood." And that's me. So while I may have made it out of the hood and I've been educated and I've traveled and I've done this and that or whatever, I can still go back to the hood and be good. Like, they still know me. So we're out at the club, right? And again, I don't like the tight, cramped spaces. I don't like any of that stuff. And again, for those who haven't heard me say this before, 6'3.5", 285, right? I've been like this size and height ever since I was like in the 10th grade, 11th grade, right? So I've lived with this stature and demeanor. I've took Aikido. I've taken kickboxing. I've boxed, all of this good stuff. And so, like, I don't look for conflict, but I am not afraid of conflict. All right. We're out at the club and there's this guy who's standing right here. Right. So I'm here. He's here. And again, we're in this club. It's so small and packed and all this other stuff. And we're in each other's space because it's so close. He's trying to dance with his girl or whatever. I'm trying to dance with my wife. And like he starts kind of elbowing me, right? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I know you see me right here, right? And so he elbows me again. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so then I move because I'm like, you know, this is my space. I'm not moving. And then he says, right, as hard as he can. And I turn around and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is your problem? And he was like, he said, word for word, he said, you're in my space. I said, fuck you and fuck your space. Right? And he said, what? I don't do a lot of talking. I don't. Because again, while I don't seek conflict, I am never afraid of it. So as he said, what? I go back to swing, right? I'm looking dead at him. And then I notice that I can't move my arm. And I'm still trying to swing at him. And I'm wondering why I can't move my arm. And by the time that I regained conscious thought, because I had blacked out in that moment, by the time I regained conscious thought, because me, my wife, and some of their friends went out together, right? So it was three couples. By the time I paid attention, there was one guy holding my right arm, the other guy holding my left arm, and my wife and one of her friends around my waist trying to stop me from hitting this guy. And if it would not have been for them in that moment, all grabbing me at the same time, I would have went to jail that night. I literally, I didn't notice them grab me. I didn't feel them grabbing me until I couldn't hit the guy. That's the only reason I knew someone was holding me, is because I was swinging and it never connected. So the point being is, for the people who find like entertainment of being like tough guys on the internet, I don't. I find no utility in being tough on the internet. That's just me. That's just me. One other fun story of mine, right? And my wife, she always, I'm gonna tell on her on this one. Don't look at me like that. She's looking at me. She's sitting right here. She's looking at me like, don't tell them the story. So this is when we were in Atlanta, and we were there with one of our friends, right? And he had just gotten to like a really bad breakup with his girlfriend, right? And he had to be like 5 foot, because management, she's 5 foot even. So I think he was like 5'2", 5'3", right? 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", somewhere around there. He's short, right? And he is not tough at all, like not even a little bit. And which I don't blame him. Like, you don't have to be tough. But I remember one time that this guy was like, yeah, you know, I'll beat your ass. And he said, hit me. My mom has a lawyer and I will sue you. Like, that's literally what he literally told this guy in Atlanta, if you hit me, my mom has a lawyer and I will sue you. So he's not tough. Those were his literal words. My mom has a lawyer and I will sue you. Anyway, so he had broke up with his girlfriend and they were meeting up to like give each other their stuff, right? Right. And so we take him to his place so they can exchange their stuff. And the girl, his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever, she had called her brother and like told her brother, like, I hate this guy, da 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 da, right? So we're sitting in the car and my friend, he gets out of the car and he's talking to his ex-girlfriend at the end, and then the brother gets out of the car and he starts yelling and like he looks like he's about to hit my friend, right? And I'm sitting here watching this, and then I get out of the car, and of course, the manager's like, wait, why are you getting out of the car? I didn't say anything to her. I just got out of the car. And then I walk up and like the guy is like yelling at the top of his lungs, cussing my friend out. I'll beat your da 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 da. And so I walk up and I put my hands behind my back and I leaned in and I said, you said what? And he's like, nah, I'm good. I was like, oh, okay. I said, you guys good? Have y'all finished exchanging stuff? Can we go? It's like, yeah, we're good. Got back in the car, we left. And then my wife was like, why did you get out of the car? And I was like, well, I didn't even think about it. Like, I honestly didn't think about it. And she was like, well, why'd you put your hands behind your back? I said, well, I put my hands behind my back because one, I wasn't there to engage in conflict, but two, I wanted you to know that I was prepared. So I leaned in to make sure I knew if you were talking to me or not. That's it. That's it. That's the whole point. Is I'm not someone that seeks out violence. I'm not someone that lives by the code of violence. That's not my thing. I just know for a fact that I always match energy. Always, always, always match energy. I got a shit ton of thank yous that I have to catch up on. Let's do that. W's in the chat for, let's see here. W's in chat for Sid. Thank you so much for the $5. I didn't know that's what that meant. Allistic. Allistic means a person without autism. I didn't know that. W's in chat. Thank you so much, Sid. Oh, and for the $2 super chat, I can't see. Neurotypical. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Thank you so much, Sid. W's in the chat for Cardinal for the $10 super chat to say white guy trying not to be a problem. I know that's right. W's in the chat for Wendy for the $50 YouTube super chat. Let's fucking go, Wendy. W's in the chat for Wendy. W's in the chat for Andrew. What up, Drew? Who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, I want to talk to Kay about law enforcement. How can I reach her? Love you, Santana. Shoot her a Discord. Message on Discord. You're in Discord, right, Andrew? W's in chat for Just Devin for the $2 super chat to say no need to apologize. She was just rude and insulting. Yeah, but you know, I got to be better. And W's in the chat for Andrew for the $1.99. Yes, just send her a Discord. That's the best way to get in contact with her. W's in the chat for Holly for the $1 donation saying, in the middle of they were her property currently, spoke to my 17-year-old niece just last night about deconstruction. It starts and ends with us. Fucking holy W's in the chat for Holly. Holy shit, Holly. W's in the chat for Holly. W's in the chat for Stacy for the $5 donation saying, I watched Deconstructing Karen on Tubi, and I think everyone, I think anyone wanting to start deconstruction should watch. Yep, I completely agree with that. Fucking W's in the chat for Philip. Guys, we still supposed to have like 1 million W's spamming for Philip from last night. But keep that shit going. Fucking W's in the chat for Philip as well for the $50 donation saying the gaslighting is diabolical right now. Chat, when I tell you I thought it was me, no bullshit, I literally thought it was me. I 100% thought that I was the problem. That was D1 S tier gaslighting. Joanna, I'm so glad that you said that because I thought that was me. Fuck. Oh, I thought it was me. W's in the chat for Desiree for the $1 donation saying, you're keeping me company while studying my medical coding cert exam Thursday. Thanks for all you do. Desiree, fucking good luck. You're going to kill it. I have a niece. I remember I had the conversation with her. She actually went through like the certification process, and like one of the best decisions she ever made. She and I talked about that before she did it. And like ever since that, her like career has taken off. So let's go, Desiree. Good luck. I know you're going to smash it. W's in chat for Heather for the $3 donation saying, I got a book for her right beside her ignorant head. God damn, Heather. Heather was with the shits. Heather was not playing. Heather wanted to crash out the entire time. Heather wanted to crash all the way out the entire time. Oh man, W's in the chat for Mike for the $2 donation. To all the white women, if you've been on Santana's live and you're not learning anything, do not request up. That is not the best way to get your questions answered. Like for anyone, period. Like seriously, I think that like boundaries and consent is so important, and that's why I talk about it so much, because I think that like there's just a lack of people feel entitled, and not just like here on social media or anything like that, but people feel entitled to people's spaces, places, labor, like all this other stuff. Like no one's entitled to other people. Not even, you're not entitled to your spouse. You're not entitled to your kids. You're not entitled to your parent. You're not entitled. And so when people create boundaries or say that you have to get consent, no matter what the situation is, we should all be able to understand that no matter how much we want to actually do whatever. Rob is in Parker's live. Oh, no, he's not. I don't see him. You guys know why I'm on Rob, and we're on Rob Hunt, and I'm not giving him room to breathe. I'm not giving him room to breathe. He's about, yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Rob is someone, just FYI, let me share this really quickly because I did this today and I posted it in the Discord. You guys know how I feel about ensuring that we have receipts and we have transparency. So I did post it in the Discord, but I want to make sure. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen. For anyone that doesn't know, we did a permaban for Rob last night. And not only did we do a permaban for Rob, but Rob made some gross comments about how he made some really gross comments about like sexual assault, right? I mean, like some really heinous shit. And so not only did we permaban Rob from our space, but I said that I'm going to make it my intention to ensure that I am getting Rob deplatformed as a whole. And while we collected the money for the permaban, the permaban money did not go to me. It didn't go to the community. We donated the money that we made for the permaban to rain.org to help sexual assault survivors. And so I posted this in the Discord. Just FYI, we end up making $328 from the permaban from Rob last night. And I sent that to rain.org. So I just want to make sure everyone knows when we actually, you know, when I say we do things, we do things. And I want to make sure you guys know that we got the receipts. So FYI. Anywho. Okay. W's in the chat for Lindsay for the $5 donation saying, hey, fellow white woman, you know what I did for book recommendations when I started deconstructing my internalized racism? I use Google. Simple. Do the work yourself. I know that's fucking right, Lindsay. W's in the chat for Aaron. Aaron sent a $20 donation set for pizza. I fucking love the fact that you guys know me. I absolutely love the fact that you all know that I'm like a fucking Ninja Turtle and I just love pizza. Yeah. I fucking love that. For pizza or therapy or pizza. After today's guest, you'll need both. Fellow white people do better. Well, I don't have therapy until Wednesday. So, hey, baby, can we have pizza? Can we have pizza today? She said we can have pizza. So we're going to get pizza. She said we can have pizza. So we're going to have pizza. What's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Donatello. Because I really enjoyed the staff and he was super smart. So absolutely Donatello. And W's in the chat for Gene for the $1 donation. Fucking W's in the chat, Gene. I'm so happy to hear that. Congratulations. Let's fucking go. W's in the chat for Gene. W's in the chat for Jana for the $5 donation. Thank you for educating. I appreciate the hell out of you, Jana. Thank you so much for the $5. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $7 donation. What? That woman made the white people so mad. That woman made the white people so mad. She upset all the white people in our community. W's in the chat for Elizabeth for the $7 donation. Elizabeth said, Santana, if I may, to my fellow white women, get comfortable with discomfort. I have wool in my eyes. I make mistakes, but just think, my life is hard. Imagine how much harder it could be. What's W/E? I don't know what that stands for. I don't know what W/E stands for. To my preaching, I'm done. Thank you for keeping me thinking, Santana. Absolutely, Elizabeth. W's in chat for Elizabeth. W's in the chat for Elizabeth. God damn it, she made white people so mad. She really upset the white people in our community. That's funny as fuck. W's in chat for Amanda for the $20 donation saying for craft beer to go with the pizza because Donatello is the GOAT. Donatello is the GOAT. Fun fact, I don't like beer. Sorry, guys. I don't like beer. I don't drink beer. I don't. When I was in college, I tried beer and I was like, this shit's gross. And my roommate at the time, he was the chapter president of the college that I'll say he was the chapter president of the University of South Carolina, the chapter of our fraternity. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna it's my mission before we graduate to have you drinking beer. And beer is still fucking gross. I don't drink beer. Sorry, it's just gross. What's your favorite libation? I really like rum. Rum, whiskey. I love Uncle Nearest. So there's that. But beer is I don't know, but W's in chat. W's in chat for Laura for the $25 donation. Laura said, gaslighting is how narcissists destroy our confidence and make us feel crazy. I know. It's absolutely diabolical, and even the best of us can get caught up in it. Love you, Santana. I love you too. W's in chat for Elizabeth for the $10 donation. Said, oh, whatever. W/E stands for whatever. Tried to say whatever to my preaching. Got it. W's in the chat for Elizabeth. Thank you for that. W's in the chat for Elizabeth. Got it. And last but not least, holy fuck. Guys, I think it's pronounced Zazie. Zazie. Holy fuck, guys. Massive W's in the chat for Zazie for the $80 donation. Let's fucking go, Zazie. Zazie sent an $80 donation, said, thank you for everything you do. No, friend, thank you. Thank you. Holy hell. Thank you. And thank you to Amanda. I don't know if I said Amanda or Andrew, but I meant Amanda. Thank you so much for you said to whatever libation I want. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Andrew, who just became a late night tuber. W's in the chat for ePhone Pranks for the $5 super chat to say, I sent you an email to the late night Santana is that your current email? Yeah, it's no, it's Santana Late Nights. Santana Late Night, no S, Santana Late Night @gmail.com. W's in the chat for Just Devin for the 2 to say, have some bacon and pineapple on your pizza. I'm going to say this, and you can judge me if you want. I absolutely love pineapple on pizza. I said it. You can judge me. Whatever. That is my cross to bear. I will die for your pizza sins. That is my cross to bear. My blood will pay for your pizza sins, that you will have for everlasting pizza in the heavens, in the kingdom of Pizza Hut. Amen. Can I get an amen in the chat? Can I get an amen in the chat? I know that's right, baby. Look at my baby. You guys are so fucking crazy. And not you following me up. You guys are not supposed to follow me up. Somebody has to keep this thing on track. Like, not all of us can't all spiral off the rails. Somebody has to keep it in the pocket. It's not me, it's your responsibility. Somebody got to keep us on track. You cannot follow me up. Oh, you said name, wait, hold on one second. Name the whiskey you like, someone in the Discord. Oh, yeah. Uncle Nearest. You don't have any pockets. Uncle Nearest. That's gonna have to be management job. She's the one that started. Like when I said, can I get an amen in the chat? She's sitting right there. She said, no, she's not keeping it on in the track as well. She's the one allowing it to happen. Nah, that's her too. So I don't know. W's in the chat for Electric Witch for the 5 said, if you enjoy rum, Deadhead rum is amazing. Really? I'm gonna have to check that out. And then it's a vanilla rum. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I don't drink much anymore. Like I only drink like when there's occasions. So when I do have a drink, then it's something special. So I try, but chat. Hey, chat. I always drink when I fly, because drinking on the plane and drinking on vacation, they don't count. Drinking on the plane and drinking on vacation does not count. That's not drinking. That's just a part of the experience. Really? Makes you sick? Yeah, I'm telling you. Like you can drink on the plane and you can drink on vacation because those do not count. That's a part of the experience. All right. We're gonna get out of here. And I know I tried to do this the other day, but the person wasn't live. So just FYI, I've gotten permission. And oh wait, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Hold on, let me drop this. I'm gonna bring up my third account. If anyone's interested, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna hop off for just a few minutes, but then what we're going to do is I'm going to come back and be live for a little while. And so this is my third account. Make sure you guys, if you want, we did this the other day. Let me see. We did this the other day. So I have a guilty pleasure, right? All the coins you guys have been sending, I've been taking the coins and I've been repurposing them. And I repurpose them to like these lives where people are like gaming and they have NPCs and you can send a GIF and the actual gift will spawn and not the gift, but the person connected with the gift, it'll spawn and it'll allow you, they'll have to fight it. I'll show you guys what I mean. Give me a second. Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What did I do with it? Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. It's got to be here somewhere closer. Did I delete it? I must have deleted it. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So what? So they've been playing the games that I really enjoy watching is Elden Ring. So someone's playing Elden Ring, and then it'll be a mod. And so with the mod, if you send a gift, then it spawns in One Piece character. So they're playing Elden Ring as a One Piece character, and they're fighting other One Piece characters. But the One Piece characters are Elden Ring bosses. They're fighting One Piece characters and they're Elden Ring bosses, right? And so last night for my Elden Ring fans, the guy, he was Garp, right? And I had him fight Kaido in his dragon form. Yes, give that FYI. Yes, the reason why the third account is up here, guys, if you want to watch, because we're gonna do this in a little while, we're gonna have the third account, the one in the live, sending the gifts. So if you want to actually be a part of this, send like gifts and coins to this account, and then I'm gonna cash out all the coins from this account, and we're gonna put it on the screen, and we're gonna watch. I've already talked to the people. They said they have no issue with me streaming their stream, and then I'm gonna let you guys pick which gift we send to allow them to fight the gift, right? Anyway, so the guy had Garp, and I spawned in Kaido in his dragon form, which Kaido in his dragon form is the Elden Beast for all my Elden Ring fans. So Kaido in his dragon form was the Elden Beast, but I also spawned in Bale. So I had him fighting the Elden Beast and Bale at the same time, right? And it took him about an hour to actually beat those two at the same time. And so while he was close to winning, I put in the chat, I was like, hey, because he was almost done with Bale. I was like, hey, do you think you could beat two Bales? And he was like, yeah, I think I could. I absolutely could. I was like, neat. And so then he ended up defeating Bale. and I spawned in 3 bells at one time. And I had him fight all 3 bells at one time. For my Elden Ring fans, you know how impossible that shit is. If anyone has played Elden Ring and you've had to fight Bell, I made him fight 3 of them at the same time. So there's that. Makes me want to throw my controller just thinking about it. Yeah. So if you guys want to get in on that, I'll be back in a few minutes, and we're gonna use this account. So if you want to add to the gaming coin fund or whatever, send your coins to this account right here, and then we're gonna cash out any and all coins that you guys send to this account. We're going to cash all the coins out to this account, and then we're gonna put it on the screen. And we're gonna, I'm gonna let you guys pick what we send to fight. There's another one that I really like watching, and it's like when they have a superhero, and they'll have like Omni-Man, and then I'll send like the Sentry, Superman, and Homelander to fight Omni-Man. It's a whole thing. W's in the chat for Twitch. I want to forget about you guys. W's in the chat for Twitch for, let's see. Bash has a 185 stream streak. Lotus has a 50 stream streak. Manders has a 65 stream streak. W's in the chat for Headshot for the 5 bits that were sent. And W's in the chat for the new followers. W's in the chat for Twitch. Guys, if you're over on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you can actually use your Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime gives you a monthly Twitch subscription that you get for free. You can use your monthly Twitch subscription through Amazon Prime, and it'll allow you to become a member on Twitch. And if you're a member on Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, then you get like all these really cool emotes and all this other stuff, but you get into the Discord. You can join the Discord. So if you are on Twitch, Santana Speaks for You, and you have Amazon Prime, you can become an actual sub with your Twitch. I'm sorry, you can become a sub with your Amazon Prime. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. And like I said, give me about 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll be back. I just got to get everything set up, and then we're going to watch the gaming thing because it's a lot of fun. Goku solos, all Viltrumites. You could have Goku fighting Omni-Man. That's the whole thing. Management thinks she's funny. She just sent a message. She said 15 to 20 minutes Santana time. It's not going to be that long. It's not going to chat. It's not going to be that long. It's not going to be that long. Don't do me like that. Stall me out, Debo. Stall me out, Debo.
You stepped in a box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate. This a mind game. Facts type lies get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats to get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. It was an interesting day, but hopefully you guys will come back in a little while and hang out with me because we're just going to chill and unwind. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. I know I will. So with that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. And keep those W Phillips rolling. Keep those W Phillips rolling. And W's in the chat for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being amazing. I'll see you all so very soon. And everybody do it with me as always. Peace.